saying the N-word?
No.
Please, die jellyfish, I'm asking you as a friend. Stop directly calling me the N-word.
Never.
The people aren't going to be okay with it.
F the people.
The people!
The people.
The people! You! The people! I don't know why that's not one of my voice options.
Bane.
Yeah, they've got like other rip-off voices, but they don't have Bane.
Yeah, that should be right at the top of the list, right?
Yeah. Like I can be Saw.
Jigsaw.
Yeah.
Do you want to play the game? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh.
Even got rip-off Avengers sounds.
Sounds?
Yeah, like the background music.
Oh. Let's hear it.
You didn't hear it?
No.
Oh, that's weird. Hold on. Maybe the sound. Nah, maybe it doesn't pick up the sound. Isn't that weird?
Weird.
I just realized Mansoor is on a milk carton
Excuse me?
on the thumbnail. Base Lawrence put Mansoor on a thumbnail, or on a missing milk carton. Because
What does he do? What does he
nothing.
do instead of this?
I don't know.
It's like, I could chat with my friends for an hour, but instead I'm gonna
Continue
jerk
to be
off
addicted
VR
to
porn.
VR porn. I can tell you what he's not doing. He's probably not like exercising.
No.
Probably not eating correctly.
Even if he has all day to do those things.
No, he has to sleep until 3.
Right. Like, I literally have something to do every second
Right?
of the day.
With like
And I still-
people relying on him. Like human beings whose lives, the next 80 years of their life, are reliant on me.
Well, not 80 years.
Yeah, but if I mess up now, then they're gonna be messed up in 60.
Well, okay, fair.
My day-to-day actions echo throughout the future.
As much as I'd love to live to 110.
I think I've got... Oh, we can talk about this when the podcast is on. Hold on, let me play the opening.
Alright. Little octopus guy. Spaceship, little fire.
Spaceship.
Some, what I assume is Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
Japan.
There's a silhouette. You just winked at me. YouTube stuff. Something that looks like Transformers. You're eating a meatball and enjoying it. And possibly growing. Perhaps Eric Bischoff, I think I saw. There's some Goku.
Some Gokus.
Stuff. Some maybe the Death Star exploding. I think I saw an octopus in there. And we're live.
Yeah, we're live, pal. Good J-Ball morning, mother flounders! It's me, your boy, the great black octopus, the takoyaki shonen, the strongest weeb in the waters, J-Bo! And I'm joined with my only friend, Die Jellyfish. Say your catchphrase.
I am a real catchphrase.
Ah, nice. Nice. I like it. Day Moister will probably be joining us later. He's helping a friend escape the country. Doxed. And Mansoor will never come because
That's what she said.
A jacker. Yeah, he spends too much time on his VR, so he will never
Well,
come.
that's a oxymoron.
Yes,
he will never come. He will never come because he's a jacker. That doesn't make sense.
No, he jacks too much, so he doesn't get pleasure.
So he'll always come.
No, he will not. He's got no sensitivity. He's worn it off. It's calloused. His meat is calloused.
I don't want to picture that.
And of course, Shanglerfish is an entity upon himself, and he comes and goes as he pleases. We have no control over if he could be here any second. He could not come. We don't know. That's the beauty of Shanglerfish.
Yes, he is. He's unique.
Yes. So for this special episode of the CEPHALOPODCAST, for the time being, it is just us two who have never teamed before in any capacity anywhere else. So shut it down. Shut it down. You want to tell our audience about how you don't know what to do in our entrance, and the words I'm saying during the entrance are directions as to what to do during the entrance?
The words that I say, or the words that you say?
The words that I say. Because
that's all I say too.
Because you're a caucasoid and have no sense of rhythm and don't know when to step to the beat.
If you can read our lips,
it's complete nonsense.
There's not a single solitary consequential thought coming from our lips.
No, it's like
it
hey,
possibly.
It's time. That's as serious as it gets, and then it becomes like, look at me, give me a fist bump this time because we're human.
It's like the most verbal diarrhea you could possibly imagine. Whatever fleeting thought enters our mind.
When we used to do like the head-to-head thing before they told us to stop, I used to always say, "Come here, give me a kiss." Give me a kiss.
Oh man, I would love nothing more than to get someone who is
one of those like bad lip reading things where except for you wouldn't need to do bad lip reading because what we said is bad.
No, I want an actual lip reader to say what we're saying.
I'm trying to think of
read it.
What's the dumbest, because depending on like what we're doing, like the longer the match, the more like focused I am and the less silly. But like if we only have 5 minutes, I'm talking, yeah, I'm gonna bang your mom, Lindsay Dorado. Like, what was or if we have a segment like where we have to stand in the ring, like the pre-battle royale one, what were we talking about there? We were talking about
Jesus, I have no idea.
Just absolute nonsense. You can't even remember it.
No,
My dad was like, "What are you saying?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
Occasionally the camera will catch us saying something that's probably not PG. Like, hopefully in those instances the lip reading does not come into effect.
Oh yeah. I almost got in trouble once because I said something bad and the camera went right on me.
Yeah.
I almost got canceled.
It's fine though, because half of it's in like our own secret language, and then like the other half of it is in no particular language. Like, we're literally just spouting off nothingness.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of plausible deniability as to what we're actually saying, because it's like an inconsequential sequence of words that don't.
It's basically like Simlish.
Right.
It's like, actually, that next time, if we ever get back on TV again, I'm going to do the entire entrance in Simlish. I'm going to be like, weebwa, weeble, bwabble, bwabble, sheepwa, bo.
That's fine. I won't. I'm not really listening to you anyway, so it doesn't matter.
If I do an entire entrance in Simlish, you'd dime yourself, and you would break character.
That's not breaking character anymore. We're
humans
to laugh now. Yeah, we're human.
Smiling humans.
Yeah, we're human beings now. It's exciting times ahead.
Exciting times in the neighborhood. What were we talking about before I played the intro? How long we think we'll live? How long do you think you'll live?
I've always set a real target of like, I think if I can make it to 80, I'd be pretty happy.
80's good.
Yeah.
I'd be pretty happy with 80. I'm definitely not. I don't know. I'm pretty healthy.
Yeah.
I don't put like too much like weird stuff in me that it's like probably going to degrade me over time, but
it's true. My only holdback is that like big dogs don't live long.
Right, yeah. I'm kind of a Great Dane myself. How long do they live? Like 7 years? Died?
Yeah, it's like.
Oh,
yeah, it's like.
I thought you just died.
No. Yeah, that was it. 34 is the number.
Shades of Jesus. No, I'd be ecstatic with 80, and I figure if I make it to 80, and okay, so I had my first child at like 20. Sierra.
Can you really not do this math? Can you not do this math right
now?
No,
I can't. Sierra!
It's Colby's age minus... It's your age minus Colby's age.
Oh, dang, you're right. 24.
That's all you have to do.
Yeah, 24. I had my first child at... Hello, children. Colby, you're 6, right? Yes, so Jesus. 24. Mwah. Good night. Mwah. Love you too. Mwah. I didn't need you. I did the math.
Wow.
What? Yeah, I didn't know when I gave birth to my first child. I'm talking to Dijak on my bi-weekly podcast. Why are you surprised? Yes. Well, yeah, it's just me and Dijak, 2 guys that have never been a team.
Never.
Clamo is helping his friend escape the country. He'll be in late.
Also, my name is Jellyfish.
And his name is Jellyfish. Please respect him. No, he got a good deal on a hotel. right?
Yes.
Yes.
But now I have to. Now I have to.
But now he has to change it.
Now I have to cancel it and change the dates. I think, even though no one's actually informed me of this.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah, me having to ask for help on that math problem is a good indication that I will not make it to 80 years old.
Yeah. Well,
unfortunately.
that does play a role.
But I figure
the National Flounder League is not a kind one.
especially with the they're just not gonna help me.
No.
It's just like I don't know about that, pal. I think your brain was already damaged.
Yeah, your damaged goods.
Yeah, so I figure I could if I get to like I don't know if because I kept up with my parents' pace. So
Yeah.
if any of my kids keep up with my pace, then I should live to see some great grandkids before I
That'd be
perish. Cool. And then by then, I'll
That'd
be
be
sick
cool.
of being alive anyway. Like how many times?
Great grandkids! Wow.
Yeah, how many times do I need to see somebody get canceled? Like I already don't want to live forever. Like
great grandkids. That's crazy. That's crazy to think about. Like I don't think I'll see any great grandkids, but
if you get to 80, Connor's a young stud. Once he's on the force, the cops get married early.
So if Connor has a child when he's, let's say he does better than me and he has a kid when he's 25, that would make me 55. I'd be a grandfather at 55. Then that baby would have to have a baby at 25 as well, which would put me at 80.
So maybe on your deathbed,
there's a real outside shot.
Yeah, on your deathbed, you could meet your great-grandchild. And then, but because you're dying, then they can name the child after you.
Yeah, I mean,
and it wouldn't be bad luck.
Honestly, I'm not sure I'm terribly interested in meeting my great-grandchildren.
At that point, they're like barely related to you.
Right? Like, Lord.
Like my children.
My daughter's a baby right now. I got to think about her baby's baby. Like, give me a break.
My children.
What are we even talking about?
Who came from my DNA are like only half of me. So, like, you're talking 2 more halvings of me?
Yeah.
I don't care about... That's why you know, just let the ice caps melt. I don't even know those kids. Screw those kids.
Just let the ozone layer fucking destroy itself.
World War III? I don't care. I'll be dead.
Whatever. I'm not even a blip on the fucking radar in 100 years.
In 100 years, nobody will even. Oh, that's what I was thinking about that earlier today. Right? Think about the Beatles. Right?
I think about this a lot. Not the Beatles specifically, but like what your impact on humanity needs to be remembered.
Paul McCartney was like the biggest star in all of music, with thousands of girls screaming for him every time he stepped off a plane in the 60s, right?
Correct.
And right now, Paul McCartney, who is still alive, is just the weird old guy that's in like the background of some Kanye West songs. That was the biggest star of the 60s. Probably one of the biggest stars ever in any medium. Beatle.
Being a human being is exceptionally fleeting. You think about who are the people that did something so important that we remember them 100 years later?
Only villains. Only conquerors.
It's either you did something like outrageously horrible,
yeah,
or you like invented something.
Yeah, but even then, like, who thinks about who invented like something? Like,
Thomas Edison.
Like, okay, yeah, that's like Thomas Edison first, like, what, I mean, not first big invention. I'm sure the wheel was the first big invention. But like, who invented the cell phone? You don't know, because somebody's coming up with something like that every week now.
Yeah. Jim Nokia. I have no idea.
John Nokia of the Nokia dynasty.
I don't fucking know. Yeah, it's
like, who cares about who invents something now?
Yeah.
Nikola
True.
Tesla, like friggin' history's greatest Genetti.
Yeah, I really can't imagine like who's the most who's gonna be remembered in 100 years? Maybe like Michael Jordan.
Maybe in
Maybe?
100 years, like Michael Jordan would be like the Paul McCartney of basketball. Like, Michael Jordan's just gonna be the man on the shoe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like, literally, what do you have to do to be remembered in 100 years?
You have to be Hitler.
Yeah.
That's your only option. Because
he is unfortunately the first person that comes to mind.
Negative things last for longer than positive things.
They do.
Like, Mother Teresa seemed pretty based, but like, even in the end, everybody tried to cancel her. Like,
I guess everyone will remember like Obama, right? First black president. Like, you can't forget that, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's like the first thing, I guess.
They'll remember him in the same way that like George Washington is remembered or Abraham Lincoln is remembered, probably.
Yeah, like, okay, if you're
thinking about him every day, but
if you're thinking about presidents, if you're thinking about naming 10 presidents, Barack Obama.
I bet if you ask my great grandchildren who Barack Obama is when they're like 20, they'll recognize the name.
They're gonna be like, "Thanks, Obama."
Thank you.
Thank you,
Barack. My great grandfather was alive. He voted for Obama.
No, President Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is going to be the.
Yeah.
Even that, like, if The Rock runs for president in 8 years, right?
Yeah.
And wins.
Sure.
In 50 years, nobody's even going to remember that he was a wrestler.
It depends on his presidency. It really does.
Like who remembers that Ronald Reagan was an actor?
I do.
You do, but that's like a trivia question. Like,
it is. Yeah.
Like, it'll be like did you know that President Dwayne Johnson was a wrestler?
Right. Yeah, probably.
Literally the biggest wrestler of all time.
Yeah. He might be a bigger deal though, because he's like the number one actor. That's like a big deal.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think people,
but even people now know him as an actor probably more than they know him as a wrestler.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
People know Arnold Schwarzenegger more as an actor than a bodybuilder.
Probably, yeah.
Just a stepping stone. Fame is so fleeting.
It is. It really is.
And it's sad. And
it's also like, I don't know. That's pointless.
Yeah, it's all pointless.
What are we doing?
What am I suffering for?
At the end of the day, it's like you kind of just want to like set your lineage up to like do well.
Yeah, that's all. That's all you can do. Like,
kind of like the ultimate goal. Like, I'm probably not going to be remembered in 100 years, but I'd like my like there's a part of me deep down that like appreciates what my great grandparents did in terms of like coming to this country
when they landed on Plymouth Rock.
Yeah, and like working real hard to make sure that my grandparents were like well educated and like could work and stuff to, you know, set the table for my parents and stuff like that. So and of course I'm such a ungrateful piece of shit that I don't even know their names or know what they look like.
Yeah, what a piece of crap. Like, at least I have an excuse.
Well,
because
yeah,
at least I have an excuse to not know where my great grandparents are from. Am I right, gamers?
Sorry about that.
Thank you. Die jellyfish.
That was a really bad thing we did.
Hey, but people will remember it in 200 years.
They will. They will. Unfortunately, well, probably fortunately, you don't want to forget about that.
Who was the most famous pope? It's probably the worst pope, right? When I think about popes,
I have no idea. I mean,
I went to
the
Catholic
Pope of my
school.
lifetime was John Paul II.
Yeah,
So I have
John
no idea.
Paul. Right
I've
now,
literally.
who do we have? Benedict.
That sounds right. I have no idea.
Who else? There's Innocent. I always remember him because that's a weird name.
There's like, if you start like going back, the people that you remember that are older and older, like, my God, you had to do some atrocious things. like we're talking like Genghis Khan now, and
yeah, the people you remember are like everybody's gonna remember Genghis Khan because we're all related to Genghis Khan.
like we're like the pharaohs. What wasn't there like Tutankhamun?
No, but okay. So here's what's interesting about King Tut, right?
Yeah,
King Tut's only famous because he's a body that we found in a time where people were interested in talking about it.
Oh, okay. So he wasn't like a big deal at all.
He's like King Tut sucked. Like he like barely lived.
Just made a big comeback.
He was a big yeah. No, that's what it was. He was like a posthumous. He got over posthumously.
Wow, well done. It had nothing to do with him either. He just happened to be discovered and exhumed.
He just happened to be exhumed and in pretty good shape.
That's good. It's a good comeback.
Like King Tut, like I'm pretty sure his parents were like brother and sister, as they were. Thank you for subscribing, Sangin Lungelli.
Oh, thank you, Sangin Lungelli.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We just passed over 5,000 subscribers. ADTR, thank you. Make sure you go watch our back catalog of videos because we just got to get our hours up so that we can be. Thank you for subscribing, Baka Kaito-kun. Wow.
Excuse me? What did you just call me?
No, it's Japanese. Kaito-kun.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Thank you for subscribing, Sarah Shield Lover Schneider.
Schreiber just subscribed?
Yeah, Sarah Schreiber subscribed.
Shingwa Fish's close personal friend.
Morgan High, thank you for why is everybody subscribing now? Is this like a glitch?
You asked.
I did just ask. Yeah,
keep
subscribing. Also,
Morgan High.
David Tish, thank you for subscribing. Also, donate. Go to the link below and donate to the OnePULSE Foundation. That's what we're raising funds for this month.
That's wonderful.
Of June. So happy Pride, everybody. Where were we?
I stopped by Pulse nightclub once because it was right next to my. Where was I going? My chiropractor is right next to Pulse nightclub, and I saw it, and I said, "Oh my God, there's Pulse nightclub." So I stopped and I looked at their. They got a big mural.
It's like very yeah, because you see it when if you're ever downtown, which I'm never downtown, but every time I am downtown, I do drive past it because you can see the big
right
mural
past
on
it. It's literally like the most.
It's like right off the highway
road. And,
yeah,
it's right there.
Yeah,
it's right next to like the hospital that I got my meniscus repaired at.
Yep, that's the first time I saw it was when I got my medical tests.
Yeah,
it's right there. It's like, I mean, downtown Orlando isn't very big.
No, not at
all. Especially from two city slickers like us. Am I right?
That's right.
To the Boston bashing crew. I
was in Boston today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Where'd you go? You go to North End, get some Italian food?
No. We're if you had to guess what I was doing in Boston, what do you think I was doing in Boston?
If I had to guess, what you were, I mean, was it? I don't know.
It was not recreational. What's the only reason?
Getting your
the only reason I could be drawn.
Getting appraised for a hair transplant? I don't know.
No. That's tomorrow, though. No. No, I was dropping someone off at the airport.
Oh. Why didn't you take them to the New Hampshire airport?
So, this is just a friend of the family, and I used miles to get their tickets. So I got them the flight up to Manchester, but then the flight back,
It's cheaper.
there was no direct flight from Manchester going back to Orlando, where they're from, and so it would have taken twice as long for like twice as much.
That was very
points.
kind of you to get a direct flight for your friend.
Yeah.
Direct flights are rare to find these days.
They are. Fortunately or unfortunately, they just added a flight from Manchester to Tampa.
Just in time for you to never come back to Tampa again.
Correct.
As
Correct.
is tradition.
So I'm on it for a little bit, but not very long.
Yeah. So King Tut, horrible mutant, died at like 12. Not his fault. It was his brother and sister parents' fault. Didn't get anything done. I'm pretty sure everybody made fun of him, but I don't know. What was it? What was it about like the like royal bloodlines that were like, oh, we gotta keep it in the family? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. It's all made up bullshit. Who cares?
It's not made up.
It is made up.
The one thing you're supposed to do is diversify your genes. Why? What was it that made?
No. I'm not saying that story is made up. I'm saying that all these rules of humanity are all made up.
Well, no. There's the ones that actually like help you function better. You gotta crossbreed to build a stronger genome. Not
whatever. Who cares?
Not bang your sister. That's why Irish Twitter is so bad. Got him. Shout out to any Irish Twitter people in the chat. Freaking
mutants.
we were riffing pretty good there for a second. What else? What else? Do we have to tell us about your week, Die Jellyfish? You want to tell us about how you ran across the airport and didn't make your flight?
Oh my god. Jesus. So my hang on, I'm trying to multitask here and I'm horrible at it.
What are you multitasking? You're on the CEPHALOPODCAST. What could be more important than the CEPHALOPODCASt?
Nothing at all. So my so I take a flight to work, and it's almost always a connection. And I lobbied once we got the green light on these flights. I lobbied for like a later flight because I want to spend more time with my family on Sundays. And I was able to get it.
Ugh, cringe. Could you imagine spending more time with your children on Father's Day?
Yeah, it was a great day. Had a wonderful Father's Day. And then I went to the airport and we boarded the plane and we sat on the plane. Or excuse me, I was going to go to the airport, but then I got an email that said that your flight has been delayed 40 minutes. So I spent 40 more minutes with my kids on Father's Day. And then I went to the airport and then I got on the plane and 40-minute delay, not a huge deal. But then we sat on the runway for another half hour. Then it became a bigger deal. So we were landing.
Did you ever find out why you sat on the runway for a half hour?
No.
Is it because the New Hampshire airport is run by bumpkins from New Hampshire?
Possibly.
Yeah, no, that's definitely it. I have no love for New Hampshire. I don't particularly have any reason why. Just my least favorite New England. That's all I'll say about that.
Wow, that's bold and unfair.
I mean, what do you guys have? Friggin' big trees? Huh? Got some mountains to ski in? Huh? Apples to pick? Farm?
I mean, for starters, I'm from Massachusetts, just like you. Second of all,
but you live in New Hampshire. You chose.
Second of all, Connecticut is by far the worst state in.
Nah, you right. I take it back. rank New England's. How many states are in New England?
There's
six
of those bad boys.
I almost said Boston.
There's Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine.
Okay, so number one, easily Massachusetts.
Massachusetts,
easy,
without question.
Yeah, no question.
Not even debatable.
Number two, I'd go between maybe Vermont or Rhode Island.
No,
You're gonna say New Hampshire because you live there.
No, I'll give it to Rhode Island.
Rhode Island's better. I have more good memories of Rhode Island than I have of other places.
Rhode Island does a hell of a job for being the smallest state. They jam pack a lot into that state. There's a lot
they did good
with Rhode Island.
They should be proud.
Yeah, they are. Number 3 is definitely New Hampshire.
Yeah. What about Maine?
I'll give Maine number 4.
Okay. So you're gonna let Vermont fall to 5?
Vermont is horrible.
But they got syrup.
Vermont is like a fun, let's talk about Vermont. And look.
No, you're probably right.
But if you do anything, first of all, you'll never do anything in Vermont because there's no reason to ever be there.
No.
But if you do end up doing anything in Vermont, it's horrible. It's like they have the worst laws. They have the worst civil things, the worst police. Like everything about Vermont is awful.
I think I just have a romanticized vision of Vermont as the place where you can stick a spigot into a tree and then get maple syrup.
Let me summarize Vermont for you the best way that I know how. You're gonna like this. In terms of gun laws, Vermont is the only state. This is a true story. Is the only state where it is a law that not only if someone enters your house with a I want to make sure I don't get this wrong. If somebody enters your house, I think it's with a weapon, but they might maybe they don't have a weapon. Let's just say someone illegally breaks into your house and you legally own a firearm. You have to try to escape if they're coming after you. You have to try to run away.
That's surprising. Why is Vermont that?
You can't shoot them. You have to try to run away.
That sounds like a stupid New York law.
It is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Whereas Florida, where you live,
yes, where I live, if I can feel you breathe on me, I can shoot you with my shotgun that I can buy at Walmart.
Yeah, that's pretty much correct.
Yeah. I like it. It's like the Wild West.
Pretty much.
That's what Texas was like. And when I first moved to North Carolina also felt like I was moving out to the Wild West, even though it's the East. Because I went to Walmart to go get supplies to live for school. And there was guns. And I had never seen a gun before off of a police officer. And it was just rifles and sniper rifles and bow and arrows and crossbows and stuff. And I was like, what are we going to war? You can get whatever you want there. Yeah, and then worse off, you could just get a shotgun. I as a I guess I would have been 18 at the time, as just an 18-year-old could have just walked up and been like, shotgun, please. And then they'd be like, correct. Yeah, you can have that. It's like, what? Because it shoots less far? What's the logic?
There is no logic. It's
Is the logic that the range
Clown
of it's Clown World. The range of a shotgun is similar to that of a baseball bat, so I could get a baseball bat at Walmart, so I can get a shotgun at Walmart.
some goof in the NRA one day decided that
Shotgun's not a gun.
the like killing power of each weapon and ranked them or something. I have no idea. It's all nonsense.
I didn't know that about Vermont. That's silly. Yeah, New Hampshire has like the biggest chapter of the Ku Klux Klan, though.
Does it?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know. I just know it's in New Hampshire because I know to avoid it because I'm black.
I'll Google that right now.
That's something you didn't have to worry about. That's something you didn't need to worry about when you moved to New Hampshire. You didn't have to look for local Ku Klux Klan chapters.
No, I hope it's not in my town.
I hope it's in your town. I hope it's like I hope it's wherever you go to like that farm with the animals is like it's owned by the Ku Klux Klan. What is it? Is it New Hampshire? Is it still New Hampshire? It was definitely New Hampshire when I was in high school.
Seacoast?
It's in New Hampshire? I was right?
Maine, maybe?
Maine. Maine, you're falling down on the list.
Ooh, sorry, Maine. You just fell behind.
I'm gonna have to dock you some points for that, Maine.
Oh, it says New Hampshire and Maine.
Ah, good. Why is it all north?
This is like a. Why do you think? This is like a. It's saying like older. I don't see anything recent. '89.
Yeah, I do blame the Klan for taking away the term Grand Wizard. That would be an excellent title for anybody else to hold.
Northampton.
Is that? Don't dox yourself. How close are you to the Klan?
Yeah, this is all old. It's all old stuff. I mean, old being like 1990, which is, disgustingly not that old, but
yeah,
obviously
that's when racism ended, right? It was 1990.
That's yeah.
It was a good year. I was born in 91 into a post-racism world.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, we can get into the topics. We stalled for Damo as long as we could.
Damn it, Damo.
Damo, you criminal.
Jesus.
Helping people escape from New York. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Base state is Texas because Texas thinks it's its own country. And maybe it's not based, but it's still based. Texas has just got BDE.
There's a whole Wikipedia page for Ku Klux Klan in Maine.
You're slipping, Maine. You're falling down the ranks.
Maine's not. To be fair, the history ends in 1987, so I guess that's when.
Well, yeah, the year before, a few years before racism ended.
Right, that's right. Yes, I keep forgetting. Thank you. I don't know, George Bush, George Herbert Walker Bush,
H.W. Bush.
Did he do it?
How insane is it that out of like how many presidents have we had, and how many of the presidents have we had that are related? What are the odds of that? Huh?
In this country?
Yeah, we got millions of people in this country.
Yeah,
and we keep going to the same 5 people. What's up with that, huh?
It's more than 5.
It's more than 5, but like only slightly more than 5. All right, we don't get political here. Let's get to the docket. We did that. We did that. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Freaking donate to the onePULSE Foundation. Yes, burrito gas. You seen this? You heard about this?
No. What is it?
You'll like this one. I added this to the list specifically for you. An Olympic hopeful blames positive steroid test on burrito.
What?
So you're a health and fitness guy. What about a burrito could make you test positive for anabolic steroids?
Well, what did he test positive for?
I believe it was anabolic steroids.
That's not a thing.
You need to. I'm a natty. I'm a natty freak, so I don't know what any of this means.
I assume. I honestly, I can't assume. I don't know. There's different.
Okay, let me read the article for you a little bit.
Yeah. See what he tested positive for, please.
Well, first of all, assuming her gender, it was a woman. So, girl boss.
Oh, it was a woman.
Yes. A middle distance runner with Olympic dreams said she was banned for 4 years after she tested positive for an anabolic steroid that she believes came from eating a pork burrito. First of all, you running in the Olympics and you eating pork? Get out of here. Shelby Houlihan, who holds the American record for 1,500 and 5,000 meters, wrote in an Instagram post on Monday that she had been provisionally banned by the Athletics Integrity Unit after testing positive for nandrolone, a steroid that can be found. Oh, maybe she's right. A steroid that can be found in pork.
Nandrolone.
Yeah. I feel completely devastated, lost, broken, angry, confused, and betrayed by the sport that I've loved and poured myself into to see how good I was. Houlihan wrote in the caption on an Instagram post.
It's the.
What is it?
It's Deca.
What is Deca? My muscles only come from fruits, berries, and God-given genetics.
I've never taken Deca. You don't have to. You have to know. You have to take it to know what it is.
I don't even look in that direction.
Shut up.
My muscles come from vegetarian meats and Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she didn't test positive for Deca. Fucking eating bacon, just stupid.
No. Jellyfish is about to go to Chipotle and order 10 pork burritos.
Yeah,
if you can test positive from steroids.
It's not how it works.
Well, then how is it? She said it's in pork. Prove her wrong.
Yeah, it's not how it. Oh, Damo's completely out, by the way.
Oh, I guess we're just gonna have to.
First of all,
run this Broadway as a team.
For starters, it's my understanding, and I have no idea. I don't know any of this for sure. I've not researched any of this to any sort of real extent, but I thought that the Olympic Committee used a testosterone test.
Uh-huh.
I thought they measured your testosterone to epitestosterone levels.
Uh-huh.
And that's how they determined if you were using.
They don't test for individual.
Yeah, I don't know that there is specifically a test for like different ethers of steroids. but maybe there is. I don't know.
I would think
don't,
that if anything, the Olympics.
As I mentioned, I've not done any of these, so I don't know the answer to that.
Just talking out of your butthole right now.
No, I've done. I've looked specifically into the World Whaling Federation because I like to know what I'm, what's happening with testing and things like that. I like to be aware of.
Right, because fruits and berries and Jesus Christ aren't enough for you.
Right. Well, no, they. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's a million things. Like, I'll give you an example. Our good friend. You know what? I don't even want to dox this story, but just because it's. We personally know people who have tested positive for like eating poppy seed bagels and things like that,
yeah, that's true.
So you should be aware of the things that you can and can't. I'll give you another example. I personally know someone else who has tested positive because they took what is that you take it, actually, to be honest.
What? How dare you accuse me of taking something other than fruits, berries, and Jesus Christ?
Claritin D. Whatever the D is
yeah.
That you need to,
yeah.
If you take too much of it, like if you took 2 Claritin D instead of 1 Claritin D, you would test positive for whatever this meth making.
I tested positive once for ZQL.
Yeah, exactly. So like that's what I'm talking about in terms of like reading the gimmick and knowing what is being tested and why and all those things. So
yeah, I'm glad they figured out the whole Claritin D thing because that's what keeps me alive.
Right.
If that was illegal, then I would die.
you should see an allergist. I saw an allergist in Orlando, and they gave me this like series of they like punctured me with like 30 needles, and then like whichever ones like irritated my skin, they like and then they like concocted this formula. I didn't get this far, but I'm going to continue doing it up here. And they supposedly like concoct this formula and like inject it into you, and then it like they build up your immunity to it, and then you just become not allergic to things anymore.
But I'm scared of needles.
Oh right, you're a bitch.
I'm scared of needles. I'm just a little boy. No, I'm weirdly into needles, so maybe I'll look into that.
I was gonna say, you have a lot of tattoos.
I've got a lot of tattoos, and I like to watch myself give blood.
There you go. There's a big shortage of blood right now.
Oh,
anyway, so I've looked into the different tests and things that are happening in that. It was my understanding that you can't test for any individual. You can test for a lot of individual things, but for the most part, anything that just kind of like increases your testosterone. I thought they were just doing a testosterone check, but I could be wrong. Obviously, I could be wrong. I have no idea what happens in the Olympics. But yeah, I find it extremely hard to believe that you could test positive for something.
Yeah. Next time I see my close personal friend Kurt Angle, I'll ask him about the drug testing policies of the Olympics. I'm sure it hasn't changed.
I would go out on a limb and say it's probably changed.
I'm sure it hasn't changed in 30 years. Call me Kurt Angle. Call me Kurt Angle. Call me Kurt Angle. Up next. Yes, Sonic. This was a demo topic. Sonic turned 30 today.
I'm older than Sonic.
You're older than Sonic. Yeah, Sonic was
That's crazy
born...
to think about because Sonic is one of my earliest memories, and I didn't realize he was younger than me.
He was just a young kid that you influenced. Yeah. Sonic is the 30th anniversary of Sonic.
Yeah, I guess 91. That's about right.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember thinking the same thing. I was like, Pokemon was like turned 25 this year.
Yeah,
crazy.
Because we got a Sega Genesis like really early in its run. Like It might have been like Christmas of '91 or Christmas of '92. That's one of my earliest memories, and Sonic was right there on the Sega Genesis box that we probably still have,
What
actually.
was your first video game system?
Sega, that was it, Sega Genesis.
Sega Genesis. I think my first video game system was also Sega Genesis because I didn't have a Nintendo. I didn't have an NES.
Yeah.
I got from Sega. I got like an N64 probably, and then like a PlayStation.
Yeah.
And then PlayStation 2, and then I got an Xbox.
I remember the Genesis was a huge deal for my brother because he was in 91 or 92, he would have been 7 or 8. So he was like old enough to be like a kid who had seen other kids with their video game systems for like a good amount of time and been like, I want that, and hadn't gotten it. So I was just like a doofy like 4 or 5-year-old, just kind of like meandering around, stumbling into things. So I didn't even know what a video game was, and then I saw
the Genesis was sick.
It's a great system, yeah.
Yeah.
The first, I remember we had Sonic, and I'm trying to remember all the best games that like stick out to me.
Did you have Sonic and Knuckles?
We had all the Sonics.
You had to plug into the other game. I remember that.
We had all the Sonics. Made sure you got those as soon as they came out. Sonic
did you have Primal Knuckles. Rage?
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about though?
We wanted Primal Rage, but my mom said no because there was a clip in Nintendo Power of one of the animals urinating on the other one.
The monkey.
To turn it into stone, and she
That's
she
too
gave
fresh.
that the hard no.
That's
we got very few. First of all, Sega Genesis didn't have a lot of like mature games. I think it was like whatever the adult version back then. It wasn't mature.
Oh, it was like AO.
No. The AO was like porn.
Oh yeah,
that barely existed. It was like NA-17 or
what did you call me?
But very few. Honestly, teen was like they didn't even have a lot of teen games, and that was like risky to go into that department for Sega Genesis. But we had I remember we had it was like Terminator versus RoboCop. That was like one of the more mature games that we had. I think any game we had that was like mature, we just kind of snuck by my mom, like she didn't realize that that's what it was.
That was me. Less with mature games and more with like obscure Japanese games that had like demon in the title.
Yes.
I'd be like, no, Mom, the Japanese conception of demons is different than ours. It's not like the devil. It's like spirits, because everything has spirits, Mom, in Japan. And the demons, like they're just different. They're more like ghosts or ogres.
Yeah. I remember it was a lot easier with like computer games to get like the more mature. Like I remember we had Doom real early.
Oh yeah.
We had like Blake Stone, if anyone remembers that game.
I don't remember Blake Stone. What about Doom?
It was like the cheap version of Doom. We had Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein?
All that stuff was really easy to get on the computer. As was porn.
As was porn.
I mean, easy in that it took 46 years to download one picture.
Please,
it was worth it.
Please, just download a few more lines so that I might glimpse at an areola.
Yeah. As a 10-year-old, that was extremely based.
At any moment, your parents could walk through the door of your kitchen computer.
What are you looking at? Files done.
I thought it was WWE magazine. And then you have to decide whether or not you want to take that L with your parents, or you will have waited to download that thing for nothing because you have to click off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I got pretty good at like turning off the monitor and just gambling. Be like, I'm not even using the computer.
So we had a kitchen computer.
Yeah.
But that was like I would have only played like educational games on that, just because that's all that there would be, like putt putt, or like who else was out there? Friggin' Frog Fractions.
Freaking frog.
Friggin' Frog Fractions.
A hell of an alliteration.
Oh, did you ever play the I Spy game?
I read the books. I don't
No,
know,
there was
played
an
the
I
game.
Spy game that was pretty based.
Did you have Mavis Beacon teaches typing?
No, did you have Pajama Sam?
No. No, I did not.
So, anyways, after the kitchen computer,
I'm old enough where our very first thing was a Commodore 64, and the only real game, there was a handful of games, but the only one that mattered was a game called Time Tunnel. All my Time Tunnel chads in the chat type T, there will be no T's, by the way. No one.
What was that, like a Minesweeper?
No, Time Tunnel was honestly probably, I'll Google it right now just to see, but if I had to guess, I'd guess that Time Tunnel's probably one of, if not the first.
Digelli, our oldest member of the chat, wrote T, and that's it.
Yeah, I figured.
Base WDW.
If I had to guess, I'd guess that Time Tunnel is one of, if not the first video game with like an actual story and like goals and like missions and things like that.
Wow.
Because it's old. It's old, like almost as old as Pong.
Oh yeah, Pong's. Wait, was Time Tunnel like a text RPG or because those would have stories, like one of those text adventures. RPG? Yeah, like a text adventure.
You played as like a little like guy. You were like a little Santa Claus guy, and
you were Santa Claus.
I think so.
In time.
It's literally like a game where you like go through time. You like go into the future and you go into the past, and you have to like collect these things. And
that sounds rad.
Yeah, it was awesome, and it came out in 1985, so it's like very old.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a glimmer in my father's eye.
No.
Yeah, the game changer.
That's one of my first memories, like ever.
The game changer was when the computer moved from the kitchen to the playroom. When we had the playroom computer, then the world opened up, because that's when I had like Napster.
Yeah.
In which I could download music. Just music. You seen this Sexy Beasts commercial?
Probably, maybe. I don't know.
I think Shane sent it this morning. I'll send you the link. It's something.
Okay.
It's something. I don't know what fever dream somebody had that was like, we need to put this on television. But good for them for getting their getting their kinks out, I guess.
Sexy Beasts.
I sent it in the group chat.
Yeah, I got it. Sexy Beasts is a new dating show where real-life singles sport elaborate makeup and prosthetics to put true blind date chemistry to the test.
Who came up with this idea? Por qué?
Oh my goodness gracious!
It looks. I don't know if you guys have seen this.
Is me playing this messing up my audio, or can you not hear it?
I can't hear it.
Okay. No,
it's working fine. It is it is something else. I'm not sure who this is for, if this is for the furry market. Which we are friends of furries. Shout out to all the furries in the chat. If you're a furry in the chat, type F.
See, this isn't completely effective. You can still see their like physique and stuff.
Yeah, right. That was my first thought. I was like, you could see like everybody seems
if you want to
like
really do this, if you want to really do this, you got to put like a full bodysuit on, like all the Russian coats.
Yeah, you need to be in a fully like I don't want to be able to see anything about you.
Not a single thing, no.
And if that's the case, then you should just be on the computer and like have an avatar or something.
Yeah, but that'd be harder to date.
But even me, because I'm like Sherlock Holmes, I would be able to figure out everything about you just from the sound of your voice.
Yeah, you are weird like that.
Yeah. Remember that one time that we had that one guy call in, and I was like, "Hey, finally a black guy called in." You're like, "How did you know?"
Well, I don't know if that's everything, but
that's everything. I know.
It's certainly a thing.
I always know.
All right.
Next up on the list, it's not tuna. You seen this? You heard about this?
No, what is it? If it's not tuna.
Well, it's Subway is back in the news for having more food that isn't what it's supposed to be.
Oh my god.
Would you guess that there was zero trace of tuna DNA in Subway tuna?
What is it then? Chicken?
Well, it could be perhaps mermaid tails. It could be jellyfish tentacles.
Oh my god.
The
horror.
It could be anus.
Oh my gosh.
It could be chocolate starfish.
Ew.
Chocolate starfish. One tuna sandwich, please. But hold the tuna. A lab test set up by the New York Times reportedly detected that no tuna DNA in 60 inches of tuna sandwiches that were examined.
Dear God.
Base Subway, not selling bread, not selling tuna.
Have your tuna flavored chicken on your cake.
Yes. Is it even chicken? Like, why would you waste chicken on that?
I don't know. It's gotta be something. What's cheaper than tuna? It's gotta be whatever's cheaper than tuna.
Foam.
Not foam.
Yes, foam.
There's gotta be some sort of protein element to it.
Pink slime. You remember pink slime? Remember when that was like a thing everybody was worried about with pink slime?
I do.
Did you watch Super Size Me and see the pink slime get made?
I did.
Yeah. That didn't change anything for me. I still ate it.
Not really.
I didn't really care what it looked like because I don't see.
It's good.
I don't see where it comes from. I see how it tastes.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And if it's on my tongue and it tastes good, it can be chocolate starfish. It doesn't matter.
Easy. This is a hell of a take for a vegetarian.
Yeah, but I told you, I'm not a good vegetarian.
The vegetarian community is very confused by you.
I'm a selfish vegetarian.
The vegetarian community is as confused by you as the liberal community is by me. Like, yeah, I mean, you say all the right things, but man,
it's like, yeah, we like
have
that
a lot of guns.
We like that you're a vegetarian, but like, why don't you care about animals? Why don't you kiss your dog on the mouth like the rest of us? No.
Thanks for voting Democrat, but you got a lot of cop friends, don't you?
Yeah. Why? What are you, a cop or something? What are you, undercover?
What are you, a cop?
What are you, undercover for them? Huh?
Yeah. Anyway, so what's worse than GERD?
Ah, yes, you can see. Hold on, because this was the Dijak story.
You can see. I described the entire intro to you in detail.
You're right. I forget.
Well, you know, the National Flounder League.
I had this National Flounder League.
I was waiting to see how. I was literally counting my seconds that it took you to get that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It hits. Um, this was logged as a Dijack story. When I get the stories, I log them based on who I think it appeals to the most.
Thank you.
So, New York Post says that a heart attack survivor who had 12 energy drinks a day aims to ban the sale of energy drinks to kids.
I did see this, yeah.
Do you agree with this man?
He's like an advocate for like banning them now, right?
Yeah, because he had a heart attack.
Yeah, ban them.
How many, at your worst, how many energy drinks a day did you drink?
Like, what's the worst day I ever had, or what was my...
consistently, like on average.
I was up to 2 a day.
That doesn't feel bad.
I have friends who are like 3 to 4 a day.
Yeah.
They're bad.
Like
2 a day was bad for me because it was like giving me like an irregular heartbeat, and it was really messing up my GERD to the point where I was having like pain.
And your poison was Monster?
I was drinking Monsters, but only because they were cheap and easy to get in bulk. My preferred energy drink was and still is Bang.
Yeah, I like Bang. I don't drink it often.
Only because of I only drink it on Mondays. And I really don't even care for... It has nothing to do with the caffeine. I just like the taste. Like there's nowhere else where I can get candy. I can't get candy apple crisp soda anywhere. If I could, I would.
Yeah, I love most Bangs, so and I love more than any of that the owner of Bang is like nuts.
Yeah, that's funny.
I love that he's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, he's not on the docket, but John McAfee died today. Who is also an absolute mad lad.
Yeah.
I believe he became a warlord in South America for a time.
Mm-hmm.
I think he killed his neighbor.
Oh.
Allegedly. He had like a big cryptocurrency scheme that I think is what he ended up getting arrested for, because you can kill a bunch of people, but you can get away with it.
Yeah.
But he was messing with some money.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah. No, like I saw somebody described him as a modern day pirate. And that is a very great way to describe it. It was like just whatever. Truly free. Truly a free man.
Nice.
Anyways, but energy drinks.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. No, I feel like I consume more caffeine than most, but I diversify.
Bangs say right on the can that you have to be 18 or older to buy them.
Yeah. Do
they card you? Most energy drinks, I don't know. They don't card me.
So there must be something different, like, because remember we were talking about that on TikTok. There's a freaking dry scoop challenge where you dry scoop pre-workout, right?
Yep.
And some girl did that and had a heart attack.
Yeah.
And that shooketh me because I dry scoop all the time. I like dry scoop 3 scoops of pre-workout, but I've never had a heart attack. So it must, like, maybe I'm built different. I don't know.
I mean, whenever I hear a story like that, you got to assume there's like the person who this happened to probably had some underlying conditions. And
probably not the most healthy, right? Yeah.
No,
exactly.
Right.
Because
I don't... that guy we watched. It's like that guy we watched when he did the... I shouldn't be laughing about this, but I am. When the viral video of the guy who like was the backyarder, and he like was like doing his entrance, posing on the turnbuckle, and he just hopped off very casually, and his
folded in half.
Both of his legs just folded the wrong way.
Jeez. Like wow, I forgot about that. That was out of my brain.
And whatever your fish name is, you watched it, and I remember I showed you the video, and your first comment was, "Oh, well, he's malnourished." It's not nice to laugh.
It's not
I feel
nice.
bad for the guy.
It's not nice.
I think I maybe even like donated.
I
To
think
a
you did.
fundraiser.
I think you did. I think you did.
Yeah, I felt horrible, but like it's the only explanation, right? You don't just hop off the turnbuckle when your legs just explode, unless you just don't eat calcium.
Yeah,
like
you just haven't had a cup of milk.
Shape. Oh man.
Yeah, it must have been some sort of some sort of previous condition, because I don't drink a lot of energy drinks, but I take a lot of pre-workout.
Yeah.
Pretty consistently, like every day, at least one scoop of pre-workout. And I drink coffee every day.
You drink coffee?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's a CM thing. All us Catholic Memorial kids used to go to Dunkin' Donuts if we could, because there was a time
in my life where I was a iced coffee guy, like French vanilla, extra.
I'm not like a black coffee. I'm not like a tough coffee drinker. I just like I like a Dunkachino or anything Dunkachino adjacent.
I'd drink it. I don't go out of my way to drink it. You know,
I've got a coffee maker. It's not like I'm going to the store for it or anything.
You know, I was one of the first employees of Keurig, the one cup.
What?
Coffee maker, yeah.
As what?
Back when I was a product demonstrator. Back when they were like a little startup.
Are you like a stripper, like one of those girls that stand?
No. I would go into Bed Bath and Beyond with my little Keurig, and I would just set it up, and people would walk by, and I'd be like, "Hey, would you like to try?"
I remember that when that was a thing. Do they still do that?
No, because it's a massive company now that makes billions of dollars.
Yeah. No, I just remember when like you go to the grocery store and somebody would try and sell you something that's like an appliance.
Yeah, product demonstrators. That was me. Look up how much, because I was doing this in 2003. Look up how much money, 2003 or 2004, I don't remember which. Look up how much money, if you can, if it's even a thing, if they have stock, and look up how much money I would have now if I had invested, let's say, $1,000 in Keurig back in 2004 when I started working for them. I bet it's. I'll do it right now.
Do you know John Keurig?
No.
Is Keurig the stock?
Let's find out.
Thank you for subscribing, Victoria Rubin. Everybody else, please subscribe. Also, join the Discord. It's awful.
Keurig stock right now is at $35.
It's down right now.
Keurig Dr. Pepper. Wow, Keurig bought Dr. Pepper.
What does that mean?
Good Lord. I thought Coke owned Dr. Pepper. That's weird.
Man, imagine going to medical school for all those years and just being bought out by a coffee company.
Jesus, Keurig plummeted.
Yeah, it's super low right now. Yeah, well, I just looked at it and it's like,
did they get? Maybe they got bought out by Dr. Pepper. I don't.
No, they said Dr. Pepper was its own company, says WDW. And Coke owns Mr. Pibb, which is the knockoff. Do they have Dr. Pepper coffee?
I don't know. So Keurig was, according to this chart that I'm looking at, it wasn't even a tradable asset until 2008.
Oh, so you wouldn't have even been able to get it on the ground floor.
No. And it started at $25, which is in the ballpark of where it is now. But the highest it got was in 2018. I assume before the company was sold or bought out or whatever. It got up to 122.
Dang. I figure you would think that it would be doing better just because people don't. I mean, maybe it's Maybe people are going to coffee shops again. Maybe it's a sign that nature is healing.
Wait, what was the explanation for the Dr. Pepper thing?
What about it?
What did he say?
Dr. Pepper was its own company.
Oh, it is? And Keurig just owns it now?
Yeah.
So, I'd love to know what happened in July of
Feels like a weird crossover. Like, I get that they're both drink adjacent, but
in 2 weeks it literally it plummeted from $122 to $24. There was like a massive crash. Something must have happened.
Your close personal friend John Keurig must have gotten canceled.
This only happens. It's not a cancellation. It's literally just falls off a cliff. This is like the company was either sold or bought out or something.
Speaking of sold or bought out, if you donate $5, then you can call in at the end of the show. Also, if you're a patron, then you can call in at the end of the show. Segue. B&D, breaking, and elephant. You seen this? You heard about this?
No.
Some elephant broke into some people's house.
Why? Why was there an elephant on the loose?
Why does an elephant ever do what an elephant does?
Well, typically they live in Africa, so there's
whoa. So you're saying you're saying Africanized elephants are the ones that are more likely to break into your house?
Oh my god.
You're clamseled. Clamseled.
Clamseled.
Thank you for
Don't clamsel
subscribing, Swimmy Fallon. You're very on brand.
Swimmy Fallon. That's good.
Thank you for subscribing, Samuel Aaron. Elephant crashes into a woman's home in search for food as its natural habitat sinks. This must just be in Africa. No, it's Thailand. It's Thailand, where elephants also live.
Oh, I know that because there's elephants in M. Bison's level.
Who said that video games didn't teach you nothing?
Yeah, thank you.
There's Asian elephants and there's African elephants.
Of course.
Yes. There's two types of elephants.
I stand corrected.
Man, I wonder if somebody said this is Dalsum's level, Jack.
Yeah, I mean, once I started thinking about it, I was like, I think that's Dalsum, but
there's probably a tiger and
did M. Bison even have a level? Where did he?
Wait, M. Bison doesn't live in Thailand.
Where does he live?
You're thinking Sagat.
Sagat's Thailand?
Yeah.
Where's M. Bison from?
M. Bison is just he has friggin' Shadowloo.
Oh, come on. He's got to be from a place.
Is M. Bison from anywhere?
There's literally there's a map. You fly all over the map.
He's just an evil man.
Oh, come on. That's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, the reclining Buddha was in Sagat's stage. Did I ever tell you about
Shadowloo's HQ was in Thailand.
What?
Bison level was in Thailand.
That must be where he got Sagat. Right down the street. That's crazy.
Thailand. I was right. Thailand.
You were right. When you're right, you're right.
Listen, don't question me on my 90s video game knowledge, okay? I'm not good with video games post 2001, but anything pre, I'm pretty on base.
Freaking Thailand names of last names are very hard to pronounce and outside of my tongue.
If you give me a globe and put a gun to my head, I'm not finding Thailand. You're blowing my brains out.
It's in Asia.
Where? Asia's a massive continent.
It's like Asia, but not like okay, so if you're looking at Asia, you got Japan. That's easy to find. That's its own place.
Sure.
Then you've got it's more like a narrowing down thing. You've got China, which is the big one. Right?
Russia's the big one.
Well, yeah, Russia, Russia's Asia. Kind of.
Oh, I'm counting Siberia.
Yeah.
Don't think I'm leaving that out.
But then you have like it's getting to like Southeast Asia, like Vietnam and Thailand, kind of like not far off from India, I would think. Like if you put a gun to my head and told me to point to it, I think I could come close. You still probably blow my brains out, but I think I'd be in the right area.
So when I picture like the map, I can find like Korea in that area, and then around there is like Hong Kong. And,
which Korea? It's important.
Well, both. I can find like I think like in that area is like Fiji and Hong Kong and Thailand. Is that kind of accurate?
Yeah. It's kind of in that that's Southeast Asia, right? Like Laos, where Hank Hill's neighbor's from. Laos. Khan.
I don't know. I'm just gonna Google a map right now and see if I ever remember. World map. Go. What do we got? Oh, there's a map. There we go. They still got these guys. Amazon. No, I don't want to buy a map.
Buy a map.
What am I, a school teacher?
Yes.
What? Relax.
You're already buying it. Alexa is taking direct control.
the machines are taking over. I had to change Alexa to the other word that if I say she's going to activate.
What's the other word?
The name of the company that I just said.
Amazon?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I know someone named Alexa, and we couldn't have them over because anytime we said the name,
you'd be like, yes, language. What do you want?
Right, yeah, exactly. So it got annoying.
So you seen this? You heard about this? A man from Brandon, Mississippi, came in last place.
Brandon?
Yeah, I don't know. It's friggin' Mississippi.
Yeah.
Came in last place in his fantasy football league, and as punishment, he had to spend 24 hours in a Waffle House.
You sent this to me.
Did I?
Yeah, I watched it. Somebody sent it.
It's not a video, just a story.
Shane sent us the tweets.
But he every waffle he eats shaves off an hour.
Yeah, he was live tweeting it.
Oh, and that's not hard. I could eat friggin' 24 waffles. That's not hard at all. They're big.
Yeah, he was really struggling with it. He was not good at this.
Yeah, this is a non-story to me now. I feel like every waffle you eat shaves off an hour. That's not hard.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
He was doing
horribly. I remember at like 7 hours in, he'd only eaten 7 waffles. I was
especially,
like, what the hell's wrong with this guy?
Especially if your life is on the line, because you can't stay in a Waffle House for 24 hours. You'll get shot.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
You go into Waffle House at like 2 a.m. and you try and rob a Waffle House. The people who work at Waffle House are more ready for that than anyone else in the world. The Waffle House employees will shoot the criminal. Crazy stuff happens at Waffle House.
Yeah.
Oh, he says there's no syrup and only water to drink. I mean, first of all, a good waffle doesn't need syrup. It's like a steak.
He had syrup on them.
Second of all, a Waffle House waffle is a glorified Big Eggo.
Yeah, it's true. They're not filling.
They're like, I mean, I don't dislike them. I would go to Waffle House for the right reason, to celebrate.
Excuse me?
Well, like Waffle House is where we used to go after training. If we had like a good week of training, we'd go to Waffle House on a Friday. And
we should go to Waffle House next week then.
Yeah, we should go to Waffle House after training.
They're wailing.
Even though Florida Waffle House sounds like a death incarnate.
Yeah, let's not go to Waffle House. That's actually a horrible idea.
Kind of want waffles right now, though.
I'm looking at this map, and this is pretty much exactly. Right.
Yeah.
So, gun to my head, I'm pretty confident I could have found Thailand.
You could have.
I mean, I definitely would have been in the ballpark. If you take the names off, I don't know if I'm pointing at the right color exactly, but
whoa! I don't see color.
Well, because they're all colored differently. You know what I mean?
Well, colored? Really? To me?
I'm looking at a map, and each country is a different color.
You see, James Gunn tweeted blowing out manlets.
Excuse me?
James Gunn sent out a tweet.
Billy Gunn?
the one James Gunn.
The one James Gunn?
Said, I wish actors, especially men, would tell the truth about their height when casting. Casting a whole show can be a balance of a lot of things, including heights. And easily 50% of the time, male actors exaggerate how tall they are, sometimes by a lot on their resumes. Hollywood actors, manlets confirmed. You think he's talking about Tom Cruise specifically? Manlet Supreme?
Yes. Yes, I do.
That's a weird complaint, because I'm pretty sure, like, don't people complain about people being too tall in film?
Do people complain about that?
Yeah, people like that's why actors aren't that tall. Like
The Rock is tall.
The Rock is fair. Like the Rock is very acting tall. He's not like there's not a lot of like 6'6" actors.
Some.
There's some, but they're also like isn't Vince Vaughn like 6'7"?
6'5".
He's 6'5".
Yeah.
And he's like a weird mutant.
He's not a weird mutant.
He is in Hollywood. What about yeah, if you're too tall, you see the boom mic. It messes up the frames of the shots.
Is that really how it works?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like what's Thor's tall-ish. She's like 6'4". But that's like 6'4" is like tops. What's his name? That the British guy? Damo would know. He was the Nazi in Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah.
He's super tall. He's like 6'6". Also like a mutant in film. You can't be that tall unless they're like, okay, yeah, let's get tall guy because we're shooting up.
I mean, if you're like a big action star or whatever, that's probably.
Yeah, they'd rather you be tall-ish and wide.
Yeah, I suppose.
Arnold's not tall.
6'3".
Is he?
Yeah.
Huh. I feel like I'm thinking of the picture of him with Andre and Wilt Chamberlain. That's probably not fair.
No, it's not.
Going back to your neck of the woods, you hear about the sequel to the Bible's Jonah 2, Electric Boogaloo?
The squeakquel?
The squeakquel? In Massachusetts, crib, a lobster diver got swallowed by a humpback whale off of the coast of Cape Cod. Can you believe that, Dijak?
Oh my God.
His mother was in tears.
In tears? Oh,
and
no.
eventually it spit him out.
Fucking good guy. Good dude.
Well, I think are humpback whales vegetarians?
I don't know. You should know.
I don't know because I'm a vegetarian doesn't mean I know every vegetarian in the world.
Contact the vegetarian hive mind.
Let me jack into the plants. let me grab my vines.
Please plug into the matrix.
Let me grab the vines and plug them into my neck so that I can commune with the earth and all of its plants. Please Plants. Who are our brethren? Oh, they eat krill, so it's technically not vegan.
Ooh, krill.
So okay, here's the thing, right? Where do you draw the line at sentient life? Okay, no, animals aren't sentient. Animals are dumb impulse machines. So they're not even sentient. Only humans are sentient.
Wow.
That's where I stand. Maybe dolphins.
What about a dog?
Dogs aren't sentient. They're just slaves to passion.
My dog knows who I am.
That's what it's. No, they've evolved to trick you into thinking they know who you are.
Oh, come on.
That's their evolutionary. That's their evolutionary power.
That's what humans have done. we're all just.
No, that's true.
Reacting to light.
We are also that, but I feel like okay, like a single cell organism. Like if I'm a vegan and I eat an amoeba, not just because it's gonna kill me. Like am I not a vegan?
Who made these rules? They're all made up bullshit.
I don't know. I don't know. Like like it's the same way you don't feel bad when you step on a bug. You wouldn't step on a dog.
Oh God, I put out some. I had a moment today because I put out some. The flies were really bad.
Oh yeah, we got bad flies right now too.
So I put out a fly trap, which is like I didn't even know what it was or what it did. It's like this like bag, and you fill it with like water and like this goop, and it makes this horrible smelling thing. And then you put it off in the woods somewhere. I put 3 of them around the house, and my wife reminded me that I had done that and that they kind of stunk.
Oh yeah,
you'll
you'll easily get like a pound of flies in like 2 hours.
So I went to go grab it, and I was like, I don't even know if this thing works or not. And I look in there, and it's just this massacre.
Those fly traps are awesome.
Just this living, breathing like murder scene.
Hey, but think of it like this:
be 1,000 flies.
100 years,
like, you're gone. Like
100 years from now, yeah, 100 years from now, the flies will know your name.
Right? Yeah. I was looking at this thing. I'm like, what a fucking. I haven't even thought about this trap since I put it out there, and this is like the miserable, horrible end of all of these lives.
But like a fly's lifespan is like a day anyway, so like you're cutting them down over the course of like I don't know if they still live for 12 hours, they still live to be like 40.
So am I like a good guy? Like am I giving them the food and then they just die and that's it?
No, you're mass poisoning.
That was a good. Oh, was it poison? Is that what I did?
Yes, that's why they die.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And then you say, time to fly, and then you throw them in the garbage.
Did I, you know, they must have enjoyed the scent as they were dying. So
probably.
Like, that's plus.
Yeah.
That's better than just.
Well, that's the thing.
Melting,
They're not sentient, so they don't enjoy.
Yeah, they don't.
They simply react to stimuli.
Yeah, I can't imagine that a fly is like cognizant of what's happening going on around them.
It is alive and then it is not.
Yeah.
All right, time for call-in.
Yes. That's nice and depressing.
If you want to donate $5, then you can get in line in the Discord, go into the thing, and then we'll get somebody in there. Coach, I believe you're in charge today. Why don't you hop in?
The coach?
Coach Z. Friggin' also, if you're a patron, then you can do it anyway.
Check, sound check. Seems to be going well. How's it going, guys?
Oh my gosh, Coach, you're so loud.
Hello.
So loud. Oh, I gotta tone myself down. How do I tone myself down?
Hello.
I don't know if I'm ready for this. Whatever, we'll figure it out.
Welcome to WEEI Sports Radio. This is all Boston talk. I'm G-Bo from Easton. This is Worcester Jellyfish, and of course our friend Coach. Where are you from, Coach?
I'm currently in Somerville. Currently in Somerville.
Good.
Right by Medford.
Medford boy.
Although I do slightly disagree with your rankings of New England.
Okay, please correct me.
Sure.
Okay, I think Maine should be a little bit more up there because it does still at least have two bastions of humanity when it comes to Portland, which is mostly filled with hipsters, and you got Bar Harbor, which is like the vacation area.
Okay.
Racist.
So I would put it up.
Racist and clamful.
Wait, which part of that was racist?
The home of the Ku Klux Klan.
The home of the Ku Klux Klan, Coach.
Fair. And I would rate Rhode Island a little bit below whatever you guys had, just because my experiences in Rhode Island have been pretty rough in terms of like going over for like concerts or anything. Pretty much if it's stuff that for some reason wasn't available in Boston at the time, where you just had to go down to Rhode Island, and just the crowds there are super annoying.
Yeah, but I always remember going to see wrestling in Providence because if it didn't come here, or if it didn't come to the Fleet Center.
See, my problem was that I tried going to a rap concert in Rhode Island, and it was not a good time. going to a rap concert with the most like suburban white audience possible is not a good time.
Well,
especially when it's Odd Future. So you already know the crowd.
Yeah, Rhode Island doesn't do well with clubs.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess I'm ready to try this Janny thing. I also do have my soundboard and my voice lab ready for when we do Under the Surface, which is going to be on Sunday.
Yes, thank you, Coach. Hey, why don't you show Dijak what happens every time I show up in the arena and everybody applauds?
Let me find it.
Everybody applauds. Thank you. You're far too kind. Ooh, ethnic whooping.
Did you just flash them?
Yes, I showed them my tentacle.
Not for free.
All right, Coach. Why don't you? Actually, you get your question, and then get somebody in here. What's your question?
My question, I think this is more so kind of like directly related to what you guys do. The new left right esports jersey. Do you know if that thing runs tight or if it runs like pretty loose?
I don't know. I don't have one yet. But if I had to guess, they probably run a little small.
Yeah, because I have the up down one, and it's weird. It's like tight around the neck, but it's loose everywhere else, and I don't understand it.
No, I haven't seen the esport jersey. Actually, I don't think I've gotten anything from the new store yet.
Ooh.
So I really don't know how the fits are.
Ooh, all right. I think I'll probably go size big, and then just like, because it's better to have something that's like possibly too large and you can like wear it for like sleeping, as opposed to something that's too small to actually fit you.
You right.
But yeah, that's really all I had. I don't really have much to ask, so I could drag someone in here if I need to.
Drag someone in.
Let's start off with a familiar face. Gambit, start talking.
All right. Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Well. Gambit, what do we have here?
Am I in trouble?
No.
Okay.
You will be.
You will be.
Eventually.
What's your question, Gambit?
My question is mostly I'm trying to mostly tangentially related to seasonal anime. What was your like big spring anime this season?
Oh boy, I haven't watched anything this season. What would you recommend for me to catch up on?
So far, Odd Taxi was like the big sleeper hit. Megalobox hasn't ended yet. Megalobox 2 Nomad.
Oh, I didn't watch any of Megalobox 2 yet. I need to watch that.
Oh, it's so great.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so great.
It's good.
So far, Odd Taxi was really good. I dropped off because like I got a bit lazy. Then there's also The World Ends With You, which is okay for an adaptation. It's ending this week.
That jellyfish. What anime have you been watching?
You know, the Dragon Ball Z.
The Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yes, of course.
Add your tsunamis on the Wednesdays.
I've been watching the Pokemon.
Yeah.
And the Pokemon.
You know, I learned to resent football at one point in my life because Pop Warner practice was at. I had to leave at like 5, which was just as Yu Yu Hakusho was coming on Toonami. So
no.
I always had to leave when my shows were on.
Damn.
And
Criminal.
all it got me was a free education and a great job down the line. So
there could be an alternate future where you could have just not gone to that and you would just kept watching Yu Yu Hakusho.
whoa, imagine if I just watched anime instead of got good at a craft.
You'd be listening to this podcast.
Yeah, you're right.
You would have been in the receiving end.
I'd be
You
calling
would have
in.
been one of us.
Oh no! Even at my core, I'm just a mutant. I'm a mutant who had a cool dad.
I think that's all. We're all one step away from.
We're
Everyone's
just one step away from mutancy.
one bad day from being a mutant.
Just can't be the Joker. I'm the Joker, baby.
Well, thanks for the call in, Gambit.
Yeah, little announcement. I'm gonna start streaming as of July 9th.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
Nice.
some new content range. So yeah, look forward to that. Anyways, see you guys.
See you,
God
Gambit.
bless.
Wait, Gambit, I got something for this.
I'll have to
What?
ask you to leave this stage before you get hurt.
I told you I'm prepared. All right, let's bring in Baha. I think he's getting off his break soon.
Baha.
Oh, Baha.
Welcome, Baha.
Baha's always happy.
Baha. Yeah, every time.
Baha, can you hear me?
Baha, can you hear me?
I feel like this is like a rib, like a running rib.
I know. Is this a trick? Are you tricking me?
Like every time there's an issue bringing him into the thing.
Wait, I got something for this.
The sound quality is terrible.
It says
I
it's
can't
disconnected,
wait
but-
for you to be my Jamie.
Oh yeah, so there's this game called Metal Wolf Chaos.
I
It's,
know Metal Wolf Chaos.
It's basically also. I got like an entire board of clips from that game, as well as the original. It says he says that he's disconnected, but then Discord's not saying he's disconnected.
No, it says that it's not.
All right. In the meantime, Baha, gonna have to kick you, I guess, and then we'll wait. Okay, try one more time. All right. I need a more competent Janny to figure out what's going on with him, and then we'll bring him back possibly later.
Gambit!
Let's bring in Turtles.
All
Hi.
of the turtles?
Hey,
Uncle Alan.
hey, yeah. No, I found the. Let's see. Totally unrelated topic. Found the best picture of him. Classic Impact. Anyway, I have good questions today.
Oh, go for it.
I'll be the judge of that.
I want to throw in for this Sunday at Under the Surface.
What?
I need to propose a gimmick. God, I had this whole thing set up. We're gonna have Deep Sea Court with Judge Jibo.
I like it. What's the occasion?
The occasion is apparently somebody stole my Turtles gimmick. Last week we had Under the Surface.
Gimmick infringement. That's a good reason to go to
Yes.
court. I like it.
Yeah, where can I find the Judge Judy theme for the soundboard? I kind of need that for this.
You know, get some before this Sunday. But yeah, anyway, that's my thing. Anyway, I got a really fantastic question for both you and I Jellyfish.
We'll be the judge of that.
Okay, and a second question too, if I can get away with one, if I can get away with that.
Yes.
Okay, so the first question will be easy. So, what are your guys' favorite Pokemon? Since you guys are both talking about it,
Tropius.
Popius. Fair, fair. What about you, Die Jellyfish?
Uh, M- Mew.
Wow.
Nice.
You
nice.
like a little cute hamster fetus?
Yep.
I respect it.
Yeah, it's fair. It's a very powerful Pokemon.
You can learn all the moves.
Mhm.
Yep. All right, and my second question, of course, is also for both of you. What would a world populated by clones of you be like?
Oh, it would be so base. Nobody would talk.
Awful.
Nobody would talk to each other.
Awful.
We'd all be doing our own things. Everybody be like super like. Everybody would. I'm attracted to myself, so we'd all be able to get married and have a society
Christ.
in which we can have wonderful families of me.
Okay, so now take all that and picture the opposite, and that's
Chaos.
that's it's just everyone's murdering each other.
Self-loathing.
No one's happy. Everyone's angry, and eventually, just everyone dies, and that's it.
Yeah.
No more Earth.
The duality of man.
Amazing.
Self-love and self-loathing in one podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Get the whole gang's here.
Well, thanks.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, can we at least let Coach answer the question as well?
Oh yeah,
or-
you can answer the
Oh
question.
god. That,
First of all, the world would be
oh,
short.
yeah, it would be a lot shorter. It would be a lot of compensating. Just for the just for the hype. Get your mind out of the gutter.
A lot of coach coping.
A lot of copium.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, that's all of my stuff for today. So I will see you dudes on Sunday for Judge Jibo.
Looking forward to it.
Bye.
All right, see ya.
All right, let's bring in. I have a clips probably for this one, so I'm gonna bring in Nico. We're gonna see what happens.
Hello?
Hello?
Fingers on the switch.
Fingers on the switch, Jamie.
Also, because I have a really good clip for this. If it does happen.
Well, now you're asking me to do it.
It's
I'm not asking
fun.
for anything. The choice is yours and yours alone.
Alright, so first of all, I wanted to share, in memory of the late great King, John McAfee, I wanted to share one of my favorite, series of tweets from him.
All right,
The,
keep your finger on the switch, Jamie.
the whale fucking saga. So here's the first one, June 23rd, 2018. Whale fucking. No joke. Each year on February 1st, in the Molokai Channel, a few men compete in the world's only whale fucking contest. Humpback whales are easy to fuck, for a second or less. World record, 31 seconds. I competed once. Almost got my ribs crushed. Stick with ostriches. November 27, 2018. Some call me whale fucker. Alright. There's a private club of a few dozen. A few dozen Maori men and one butch woman that meet in
What time do I hit the
Molokai
switch?
each year to fuck a whale. True. Men on paddleboards herd the whale while one tries to fuck it. Wouldn't let me in the club. Tried it alone. Epic fail.
Do you guys want to give me a signal when I'm supposed to hit the switch?
What are you talking about?
December 31st, 2018. Enough of the whale fucking is non-consensual bullshit.
Jamie! Jamie!
70,000 pounds.
Sorry, but I'll have to cancel that. I'm heading out to save America.
Well,
And
I'll smash
just
it faster than a Florida recount.
all right. That's the last one I got. For that. Let's bring in James. I don't think he'll get canceled. All right, James, it's all you.
Hey, what up, fellow New Englanders? I'm here for a hot lobster roll and a nice cup of chowder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck up.
So, first off, some defense being called out earlier. A turtle and a sea turtle are kind of different animals. All right, they're not the same.
That's true. You ever think about how like there's turtles that have fins and no feet, and then there's
Yeah.
turtles that have feet?
And then let's get on tortoises, which is like a whole nother like super land turtle. Like
That's crazy.
yeah, some turtles can't even be in water like at all, and there's others just like, yo, I live here for real. Like this is my life.
And like a big turtle is kind of like a dinosaur with a shell.
Yeah, a hero and a half shell, if you will.
Hero and a half shell.
So I don't know. I don't think this is necessarily the crowd who keeps too much up with basketball. But we're in the playoffs.
Jellyfish.
Yeah, I figured I'd get him involved in this. You know, did he already walk away when I said heroes and a half shell?
No, what? What's your
Turtle power.
question?
Basketball. How you feeling about basketball?
Good. Good. It's good. What is the? Do you have a specific question about basketball?
Yay! We were just making sure you were with us, is all.
Yeah. I'm alive still for the moment.
Even after the whale.
Yeah, here's the thing. I almost jumped in and just did it myself because I was listening on. She was like, I'm about to take full. Why did Baja message me? Baja, shut up. Baja said, can you give me? Baja wants me to promote him so he can get in here. Baja, no, shut up.
What a horrible grasp for power.
No, we're trying to fix it to get him in because it's some tech issue that I
Here's the
don't
thing.
understand.
I'll just say, last time I was in charge, I fixed it for Baja, and I don't know what happened when you got here, Coach, but apparently you broke it.
I'll try it again after you're done with your call, but take your time.
Okay, so a couple things. First off, I don't know if you all saw the I think it was the first game of the Western Conference Finals. The Suns Clippers had 90 seconds left in the game. That game took 33 minutes to finish from that point.
That sounds weird.
That sounds awful.
I assume it went into overtime.
The first game, I don't believe so. The last 9.2 seconds of the game took 20 minutes. Of like the fourth quarter.
To be fair, that happens in football all the time.
Hey,
yeah, but like,
don't bring football into this.
I'm like, here's the thing.
Each booth review in the NFL is like 10 minutes. I just want to kill myself.
Yeah, but like that's kind of expected at this point with football, unfortunately. Like, good lord.
Yeah, it's expected. It's terrible.
Yeah. But
now they're bringing it to basketball. It's just as terrible.
I want to get everyone's opinion since there's only 4 teams left. You know, we're pretty deep in. Even if you know nothing about basketball, I want to see who everyone thinks is going to win. We'll start with the West. We have this game's already 2 games in right now. We have the Clippers, the LA Clippers versus the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns currently held a 2-0 lead in the series.
The Suns would beat a pair of scissors in a fight.
I agree. So that's a way to answer. How about you, Jellyfish?
Honestly, I watch a decent amount of basketball. I can't name one fucking player on the Phoenix Suns. Not a single
Chris
player.
Paul.
Didn't he get?
Is that Logan's brother?
Yeah, Chris Paul is currently out due to COVID restriction stuff. I don't think he has COVID. I think he was around unsafe areas and stuff. So because they're still like very locked down with that.
So the one player I know on the Suns isn't playing.
Here's the thing. That's not my fault that he's the only player you know on the Suns. I could name you another player, but I don't know if it would really matter. So that's
give it to me.
Jay Crowder, Devin Booker. Devin Booker's their star player.
Oh yeah, he trained.
I genuinely don't know any of these names.
Yeah, that's fine. So are you going Clippers? Obviously, their big guy is Paul George, as well as Kawhi Leonard.
Doesn't Kawhi Leonard play for the?
Yeah. That's what.
Oh yeah, his name's Kawhi.
Paul George is the big story because he had the nickname Playoff P, but everyone calls him Pandemic P because he chokes in the playoffs.
Whoa.
I mean, Kawhi's the big star. He was the fucking MVP of the league and definitely of the MVP of the finals and the playoffs.
Well, he has. I think Nikolai Jokic or whatever for the Nuggets won, but you know, this year is weird year. Yeah, exactly. All right, so we'll take it to the East then. The Atlanta Hawks just won Game 1 over the Milwaukee Bucks.
God, these teams are horrible.
It's a weird fucking playoff.
Why did the NBA rig it like they usually do?
Everyone wanted to take the get off. You know what it was?
I watched the Bucks versus the Nets.
Yeah.
Game 7. I watched that whole game. The Bucks are going to win the whole thing. I
For what it's
can't
worth,
imagine any of
uh,
these other jobber teams beating the Bucks.
the Atlanta Hawks are the 5 seed. They beat the number 1 seed 76ers.
God, how are the fucking 70? I definitely did not watch
You know
enough
what it is?
basketball this year.
Look at last year. They had that short off season because the season went on so late because of COVID that they had that very short off season. So all those teams that have those veterans who are used to getting that rest didn't get that rest. So it's been a lot of
This whole season was trash. I'm sorry. I didn't care about it at all because it was like this like half like we're sort of in the bubble but not really in the bubble, and now we're on the road but now we're sort of like we kind of have fans, we don't have fans, the season's really short. It was all just like not basketball. It very much struck me just like last season struck me of just like I'm throwing away this season. I don't care at all.
It's a season that they're doing because they want to make money, not
I mean,
because it's
That's every season.
I mean, but it's like it's not a competitive season. It's just like
no, it's
the Marshawn Lynch I'm here because I have to be type situation.
Honestly, and I hate to say this because I'm like directly in the middle of it, but anything that had to be changed dramatically due to COVID restrictions and all that, I just would have completely checked out of and not. Which honestly doesn't surprise me. I'm sure a lot of people did that with the World Whaling Federation. That's why nobody knows I exist.
It's one of those things where it doesn't feel as important without.
It doesn't. It just doesn't. I didn't care that the Lakers won the finals. I don't care about this season. I don't. Tom Brady's like Super Bowl was like fun, but like at the same time, it barely mattered to me.
Like close personal friend.
Yeah.
Coach Gibo, Hawks or Bucks?
How big is the Hawk?
It's up 1-0, and their star player had almost 50 points tonight.
Hawks have razor sharp talons
And flight.
and the high ground. So Hawks.
Do the Bucks still have Giannis?
Yeah, they did. I mean, they do. Sorry.
No, I'll go with him. I'm from Chicago, so I stopped caring about basketball around the Derrick Rose era. So,
Makes sense.
and then before that, Michael Jordan, obviously. But I mean, I guess I'll go with the Bucks then.
And then for your champion, we already got Jellyfish with the Bucks going all the way.
Yes.
What about the other two? Between the two that you picked so far, so Suns and Hawks, and Coach, whatever you picked against the Bucks.
I think I'm just gonna go Bucks at that point, just because they're the only ones who have like a star player that I know the name of who is like MVP caliber.
Have you ever heard the tale of the hawk that flew too close to the sun?
I believe that was a dude, and his name was Icarus.
You know what you don't hear about a buck who flew close to the sun because bucks aren't important enough to write stories about.
Yeah, unless it's money.
Maybe like.
Doesn't a hawk
Native American
flies
lore.
too close to the sun become a phoenix?
No, that's a phoenix.
It does for like a split second, and then it becomes nothing.
Death. Death.
It becomes a phoenix in that it is a bird that is on fire.
It reaches the pinnacle, and then there's nothing left to live for.
Right, well, y'all have a happy Sonic's birthday. Y'all's great night.
Shout out to Sonic.
We're waiting.
All right, we're gonna try Baja again. We think that the Janny side has fixed the permissions. We think that was the issue, so we're gonna try it. Baja, let's see if this works.
Hello.
Hello. Is this a rib?
We're getting ribbed.
We're getting ribbed. We're getting.
Gas will annihilate the city in 5 minutes.
This is gonna be the most ridiculous soundboard. Okay, it doesn't seem to be a permission-based thing. Baja, do you got anything? Not Baja, Gambit. Do you have any idea? All right, let's leave Baja in here. That way we can at least like troubleshoot it, and then we'll just drag someone in. Unless that's gonna mess up your OBS.
Nope.
Is it?
Don't care.
All right, let's bring in WDW.
WDW.
WDW. Welcome to the White House.
Evening, gentlemen. It's the Coach Z.
It's Coach Z.
How you guys doing?
I'm
Good.
well. How are you?
Doing all right. So, first, kind of half question is, Jibo, did you get my message that I sent you a few days ago
What?
concerning park passes?
Oh, I did. I think I did. You send it on a Monday?
Maybe.
I think I saw it on Monday, in which case I was at work, and then I was like, "Oh, I'll check it out later," and then I forgot.
The
What?
16th, so a week ago today, actually.
A week ago today. Okay, well, I'll check it. I'll check it after the stream.
Yeah. Okay. And if you have any questions about that, just we can just get with me afterwards.
I will do that.
All right. Other main question. Story time, I guess. Do you have anything about former nautical expedition team milkshake enthusiast Nicholas Ogarelli?
I don't know.
Oh,
Do we have any? Do I have? I feel like I should have a good Ogarelli story. I feel like Manny would have a better Ogarelli because they're kind of like
Yeah,
the
we're
same class.
just kind
Spend
of
a lot
two
of
of you
time with
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'll save that one for
Yeah, save that one for Manny.
if Manny ever returns.
Yeah.
Let's.
So
How
never.
about Scott Armstrong as a backup?
At least base. I don't have. Do you have any good Scott Armstrong stories, Digelli?
No, very, very, very limited interaction with him. He's always been wonderfully pleasant. He gave. I remember the only time we had like an actual specific interaction was when I wrestled. I'm trying to think of a fish name for Keith Lee. I don't know if anyone has one.
Ooh. Quickly.
Real?
No.
Keith Lee.
Keith Eel. Keith Eel.
Keith
Eel.
Eel.
Oh, that's good.
Good one. It's a good one.
Just spell it
Kelp.
backwards. There you
Kelp eel.
I swam with Keith Eel.
You deserve it. You deserve that.
Thank you.
So I don't remember which match this was. I'm sure somebody does, but it was at Full Sail, and Keith gave me a poison rana, a reverse hurricanrana, and I landed. Keith's so big that I went flying like across the ring, and I landed on my knees. And the momentum had me going backwards into the ropes, but I stopped my momentum and sold like forward back into the center of the ring. And I remember Scott came up to me in the back, and he told me that he noticed my ring positioning on that, and he appreciated the fact that I had done that, because to like casual viewers and people, but to workers, that's kind of an important thing to, stay away from the ropes and not have to put
Jelly
your
is big
opponent-
on feet.
I'm huge on footwork and ring
Shades of
placement
Quentin
and stuff like that.
Tarantino.
Because
Rate this guy's tentacle
stuff.
work.
That's the stuff that fans don't notice or care about. But like, if you're the other guy in the ring, you're like, this guy fucking stinks, and he's always at the ropes, and he's always taking too many steps. So it's the kind of thing that hopefully other wrestlers appreciate. But he noticed that, and he pointed it out to me and praised me for it, and that always stuck out in my mind as a really nice gesture on his part. So I've always appreciated him.
When I was doing undersea commentary, he was always very cool to me in production meetings. And when I did a show at Madison Square Garden, he recommended a place to get cheesecake and told me to bring it back to my wife.
Where did you go?
I didn't go because my wife doesn't like any food that you get for her that she didn't pick out herself.
Was it
But-
the Carnegie Deli?
I think that was it. Yeah, it was the Carnegie Deli.
Oh.
We gotta go to the Carnegie Deli.
We're gonna go to the Carnegie Deli,
It's the
and
best
we're gonna
fucking
eat the cheesecake.
They got a fucking pastrami sandwich. It's so good, but the cheesecake oh my god, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, that was.
I
definitely-
know you like cheesecake.
I
That's
love it at cheesecake.
It's a fucking bomb cheesecake. Yeah, we're going to Carnegie Deli next time we go to New York.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in closing, rhetorical question, but they all know the answer. Keith Eel.
Jesus.
All right.
Nice.
Thanks, guys. Have a
Thanks.
good night.
WDW.
All right. It doesn't look like we fixed the issue with Baja's Discord yet, so I'm gonna drag in. I believe this is Jasperino or Azzy.
Keep your finger on the switch, Jamie.
Oh, am I unmuted finally after last time?
Hey, it works.
Who's this?
This is Jasperino.
The gay one.
What?
Yeah.
The Mandio content one.
Oh yeah, wasn't it your birthday or something?
Yesterday, yeah.
Are you related
Same
to
for
Sonic?
No, maybe.
How old are you now?
Old enough.
What's your question?
Great answer. Old enough.
Look, okay, which Pokemon do you think that you could like absolutely just beat the shit out of?
Most of them.
Diglett.
Okay, like I'm
What
talking
did you
like
What did
big-
you call me?
Wait.
Diglett.
D. You don't know what's underground on a Diglett. What if Diglett underground is buff? What if he's buff?
I have a general sense.
What about which fighting types can you take on?
Oh,
I'm
So I
talking
feel
like
like those
big
at least
Pokemon.
train.
probably not. I could beat Machop. He's short.
Machop.
Yeah, but he's got 4 arms.
I mean, I also have arms.
But you have 2.
No,
That's
no,
what
no,
you do
not Machamp. Machop.
Oh, okay.
I definitely can't beat Machamp. I probably couldn't beat. I feel like I'm about the same as a Machoke.
Isn't
What if it's like a
Machamp
chimpanzee or like an orangutan where it's like deceptively strong?
It probably is.
Isn't Machamp like a wrestler? Isn't that what he is?
Machamp is
Yeah.
like a wrestler, yeah, with 4 arms. He's like a wrestler Goro.
Yeah.
Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan would both beat me up. I
What about Hitmontop?
I could beat Hitmontop. Capoeira isn't a functional fighting style.
What about Coughing?
He's poisonous.
Yeah.
I'm saying they just like
Dead.
poison you, die on the spot.
Yeah.
All right, this is way too much Pokemon talk.
That's how I felt when you would talk about basketball.
Who watches sports?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sports.
Losers.
Thanks for your call, Azzy.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're
Oh, I had something for that
welcome.
question too.
Welcome.
They shouldn't call it the White House. They should call it the Fight House.
Nice.
See? I got clips for these things.
Hope
All
that
right,
was
thanks,
going in a
Azzy.
different direction.
Peace.
All right, let's bring in Clinging Mars.
We got
And we
a
got
full house
people-
today.
We do have quite the full house. We have 4 people, and then we're gonna try to figure out what's going on with
Everywhere you look,
Everywhere you are, there's a heart to hold on to.
I have returned from my vacation that I talked about the last time I was on.
Where'd you go?
Oh, you survived.
Yes, I survived, but
Where'd you go?
I got a California.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yes, and I am. I was a little bit sick before, and
Oh.
it kind of got a little worse.
Yeah.
But that's
As is
okay.
tradition.
I
Was
still
it
had
the
fun.
smog?
I don't know what it was. It's like a. It's
Was
just
it
like a
Mansoor?
cough, and then during vacation there was like drainage that was getting in my stomach and making it really hard to enjoy eating things and stuff. But no COVID symptoms, which is good.
Yeah, no, that just sounds like being in California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get In-N-Out Burger?
No, I got this. What was it called? It was this local. It was this local burger place. That was actually pretty good. It was called. I don't remember. Acme Burger.
Acne.
Acne Burger.
Acme.
Shade,
Acme.
is that where Mansoor shops?
Like pimples?
No, Acme, like the Acme, the old
Like-
cartoons.
Like
you know what I
Wile
mean?
E. Coyote's.
Like Wile E.
candles?
Coyote, yeah. So I thought that name was cool, and then the burger was pretty good. So
That's neat.
and I went to some nice seafood places. and
Yeah,
went around
right. You want
Bodega
chocolate
Bay.
fish from California? You want good seafood, you go to Boston, huh?
What are you talking about?
And I walked around Bodega Bay, which is a really nice place.
Who?
It was really cool because the crazy thing about California to me, being an East Coast guy, is that you can drive like less than 30 minutes and go from like 80, 90 degrees to like 60 degrees.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Mm.
Elevation.
So, yeah, on the one hand, I was like dying, and then and the other is just like, wow, like I might need like a jacket or something. It was kind of windy.
You know where I like? Arizona. Now that's a state.
Fuck that state.
So much
But yeah,
dry heat.
it was fun. I don't regret it. I needed a vacation. It's the first time I'd take a vacation since everything happened. So.
Well, that's good. Do you have a question?
I did, but he kind of stole my thunder with the NBA stuff. I was going to mention that I've been watching the NBA playoffs, which have been fairly entertaining. I guess my question to you guys would be, what was your favorite sport growing up? That's not the NFL.
Basketball. Brennan's favorite sport was not the fucking NFL.
That slam ball, the basketball with the trampolines.
Oh, the trampolines.
Oh, slam ball! Oh
Yeah.
man,
Ball was
that was
fucking
so
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
I was
It's
playing
just,
slam ball the other day. There's a trampoline park near me. They got a little slam ball.
Oh, really?
How did you not tear your ACL?
That's awesome.
That's a great question. I probably should have.
I feel like they brought back slam ball at least sometime within like the last 5 years, but it was like on such a small YouTube level scale. Like it
Yeah,
still had
that's
all the
like-
official licensing.
You know what I like right now is team MMA.
It's not the one that's like
It's only
strictly
happened that
Polish.
it's only happened that one time in that one.
Oh
YouTube
yeah,
video, but it is amazing.
That was awesome.
it is pretty amazing. I've seen it.
And I also like competitive slapping.
I like MMA in general.
I don't like MMA in general.
Oh,
It's,
you don't like MMA in general?
no.
I
too
like
fake.
UFC.
MMA is probably my UFC is probably my top watch nowadays.
That's pretty awesome. The
I
last
have to
card was
choose.
pretty great. Despite not being like a big hyped up pay per view card, it
It
was
was great.
it was pretty
Great
great.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just because you're a caveman and you would watch a man fight a lion.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I catch a ton of underwater events and MMA. Those are things that I definitely love, and they do kind of feel like it's obviously different, but at the same time, I see, you see things cross over in terms of like a guy wins a fight, and then you hand him the mic, and he's just like so hyped up, and he's like, "I want to thank all these people," and you can sort of feel the energy, and you know that this guy.
Was that an Irish accent?
I don't know. Wasn't really thinking about the accent. Besides, Conor McGregor doesn't really thank people.
No, he doesn't thank anybody. For absolutely nothing! Well, thanks, Mars, for the call in. I'm glad you had a good vacation.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this this podcast. I just wish that the other boys were here, but
Nah, screw them.
Fuck them.
Screw them.
Yeah, those guys.
Those
Where they
guys.
breathe.
Yeah. Those guys. Boo.
Your sound effects have been amazing. Keep it up. I love it.
Yeah, a lot of these are like just kind of stock effects.
You guys have a good night.
Good night.
Appreciate it. Actually, I did have a question before I drag in Salar, because I don't remember if you guys have had a podcast since, but what do you guys think of Mayweather versus Paul? Do you guys have any further rants beyond what was on Twitter?
Everybody got worked.
Yeah. Boxing's fake.
Yeah. Like what? It's just a bunch of celebrities that are like, hey, who wants to see one of us get punched, and we'll pay $1 bajillion for it.
I'm sick of people being like, wrestling's fake when we're like, yeah, it is. We've never done. But then like, boxing's real when boxing's clearly fake.
Logan Paul just called out what friggin' Mike Tyson. That'll be it. That's another $1 bajillion for him.
They make so much money.
Like even with it being like predetermined, at least with wrestling, there's still like athletic feats.
At least there's some showmanship. Yeah,
like some showmanship.
Hey, let's go hug for a friggin' hour and call it a day.
This match has no winner, so it's just like just freaking clinched the whole time.
And we knew that it wasn't going to be a winner. Like they said, there's not going to be a winner unless there's a knockout. There's no winner. Everybody bought it. You guys are dumb.
Yeah, I think people were assuming there was a 50-50 shot between like people were going to get worked or possibly like borderline public execution, and like people were like it's terrible as it is to say, people were kind of hoping for the latter, and they still got the former.
Yeah. You get what you deserve. Bang.
Nice. All right, let's bring in John Effin Seiler. Welcome, Seiler. Welcome.
Welcome. You're live and on the air. What's your question?
I just like want to ask. So Paramount announced that they're doing like Beast Wars for Transformers next year.
What?
And yeah,
That's rad. That's the only Transformers I care about.
yeah, it's called Transformers: Rise of the Beast, and like the director was talking about how he's going to have like concepts from Beast Wars going to be in the new movie. Which is great because I was afraid I was going to ask a question about Transformers and no one would have cared. If you watched Beast Wars growing up, like, did you like it? And then and then B, like, who was your favorite Transformer on Beast Wars?
I don't super remember it. I just remember it as the only Transformers I watched. Was Optimus Prime a gorilla?
He was.
Yeah, that's the
I
one.
believe his name was Optimus Primal.
Yes. Optimus. No, you're unlocking memories. No, that's cool. I'm glad. Maybe I'll rewatch some of it for the new movie.
Well, it's gotta be like on streaming somewhere.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, that was basically my only question. Like, just wanted to say like thanks for the podcast, huge fan.
Thanks for the call in. You're a first time caller, long time listener.
Yeah. I've been hanging out on the Discord for probably like a couple months now. I got
sorry.
the show once. It's like fun. There used to be I used to check in on the movies every once in a while, and that was always fun. But I know that they've been running like 2001 era Impact, and that's just been like such a trip to like just revisit and just remember like when all this stuff like kind of fell into place.
That's pretty base.
Is that on their Twitch channel or is that a separate
it was,
2001 TNA?
No, it was one of the users who has the like whatever streaming service Impact has and was running like the.
That sounds like Turtles.
Is it still Impact Plus or did they change?
I don't know, but yeah, like
Maybe.
it just like because I was like I like remember the exact moment I watched Impact for the first time, and it was like 2004, 2005, and seeing the Canadian Destroyer for the first time, and it was like an atomic bomb went off in my head. It's like I could not fathom it.
Before everybody could do it.
Yeah, it's like I don't want. I know you guys don't like talking about wrestling on here, but yeah, it's a little sad where I'm like, is this like how it used to be like in the 90s when everyone started doing a DDT and all the 80s fans were like mad about it?
Yep.
It's like, am I that guy now?
You're that guy.
Pretty much.
But yeah, just want to say thanks, and you guys all have a good night.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for calling.
Goodbye.
I believe we got two more.
Yeah.
Let's go with a fellow Janny, Valianos.
Ah, cool. He's a Sharpedo.
Excuse me?
It's a Pokemon from a Pokemon game you didn't play.
The third one.
The third one. The best one.
7 out of 10, too much water.
Trumpets.
Third one was yellow.
No, that's the third one released. It's the third generation.
What?
Yellow was just red and blue again, with a Pokemon following you, or with the
Yeah.
Pikachu.
Yeah. It was great.
Yeah.
It was pretty great.
What's your question?
Well, I'm returning home this week to actually everybody's collective homeland in this channel, Massachusetts.
Ah, yeah. Welcome to WEEI Sports Radio. Well, where are you from?
The elbow of Cape Cod, so Brewster.
Oh, weird.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why aren't any of you guys from like a decent part of Massachusetts? Sorry to be elitist amongst Massachusettsians.
Wow.
I mean, my family's lived everywhere.
Jellyfish is from like the great long gone west. I don't know what friggin'
I've given him shit about Lemonster.
Lemonster. Everything west of Boston is.
Everything right there, the Burn 95. You guys are all. Everything near Boston is just Boston. You're all losers. So how's that?
No, that is true.
I mean, it's true, but we're not losers.
And then Lowell is basically New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Western Mass sucks ass. That's where a lot of my family lives.
Western Mass does suck ass.
Yeah.
Springfield, nightmare place.
Oh, yeah. But they invented basketball.
They did invent basketball.
I've gone there.
Jonas.
Anyway, actually, my question.
Yes.
Two-prong. One,
Prong
how old were you guys when you realized that Keno is only in Massachusetts bars and isn't in every bar in the country?
I learned this like 5 years ago.
Ooh.
I thought it was everywhere.
Years old.
What is Keno?
Keno.
Oh,
You know,
Keno.
you go to the Charlie horse. They got the Keno up on the thing.
With an E, not with an I.
You pick 5 numbers or whatever. They never come up. Your dad loses money.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I knew that like the second I saw it.
What?
I don't know. I was always just weirdly aware of the stupid Massachusetts lottery because I think it was because of that show Bonus Bonanza. And I don't know if anybody remembers this, but it was a game show that was like sponsored by the Massachusetts State Lottery. And it would just say like sponsored by the Massachusetts State Lottery, and then it would flash a bunch of bullshit like the numbers game. And at that point, I was like, "Oh, the lottery's just like a local stupid thing, and you don't even win that much money." And then I would always see Keno in the bars and be like, "Yeah, that's part of it."
Yeah, no, I never really go to bars, so the only bar I ever went to was.
I wasn't going to bars, but like it was like at like the 99.
Yeah,
yeah, like 99 or the Charlie horse.
It's also like local convenience stores. With the mom and pop ones.
Wait, was the Charlie horse your local 99, Brennan?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Why? Because it used to be a 99, right?
No, I don't even know. I just the Charlie horse was like it's the Bridgewater place, and I always forget that you're like near Bridgewater.
Yeah, Bridgewater.
That was like where Bridgewater people went to eat and stuff.
Wait, you guys aren't talking about 99 restaurants, great meals, great deals, are you?
That's exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh snap! Okay.
Our 99's
That's my wife's favorite restaurant. She went to the 99 literally yesterday.
Did I serve any of you guys when I used to work at D'Angelo's?
We concluded that you 100%.
I definitely served. I definitely served D'Angelo.
Here when you left, because I came here for
Saturday,
college
yeah.
and you left for college.
We literally determined that you worked at the D'Angelo's in the center of Bridgewater.
Yep.
In 2008, right?
Yep.
Which is exactly when I was in Bridgewater, and I went to that D'Angelo's all the time. You 100% served me at some point.
Yep.
Do you remember a tall guy by any chance?
That was me.
Yeah. I wasn't exactly taking note of who was serving me the food.
And he doesn't see color, so he doesn't know if there was a black guy working there.
Correct.
Fair enough.
How tall were you in 2008?
Probably like 6'6".
You are already at your peak height.
No, I'm 6'7".
All right. How old were you in 2008?
Maybe
Would've been, like,
17.
17-ish.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
Shades of Mansoor.
Yeah, he never became anything
Mansoor.
more than 17.
Second question, real quick though. This is
Yes.
really only a Dijak question too.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll go F myself.
Wow.
Worst
You don't
match
mind.
you've ever, or at least worst venue you've ever worked in Massachusetts.
You act like I didn't wrestle in... No, I didn't wrestle in Massachusetts.
Waiting for you on the, the NXT circuit, but you
Yeah, I
never
know.
popped
Kind of
up.
weird how they didn't bring me ever.
Worst
Come back to PAX
venue
East.
in Massachusetts. That's a tough one because all the worst. When you said worst match, worst venue, all the stuff that pops in my mind is outside of Massachusetts.
The ones I've gone to, like, there's mostly good ones, like the Lowell Memorial one that Shawn Michaels lost his smile in. I like that one.
Yeah, I wrestled there 100 times.
I saw you.
Worst venue in Massachusetts.
It's got to be like the Knights of the Columbus in Bridgewater.
Those are all fine. I saw Mick Foley wrestle at host a show at the Knights of Columbus in Bridgewater.
I went to a dance at the Knights of the Columbus in Brockton.
Yeah, there you go.
That's when I touched my first butt.
Nothing is coming to
Consensually.
mind. Nothing is coming to mind.
Anything in New England?
No. Almost all of them are in New York.
Yeah, that makes sense.
New York is a hellhole.
Yeah, you're right.
If you had said New York, literally 6 matches and venues all popped to mind immediately.
All right, one quick one from New York.
The worst ring I was ever in was in upstate New York. The worst match I was ever in was in upstate New York. And the hottest venue, definitely in the history of this sport of professional wrestling ever. And I challenge anybody on this planet to contradict this. The hottest venue show ever was Progress, New York in 2017. It was my second to last. It was my last non-PWG match on the Indies. It was for Progress in New York. It was one of their first US shows, and it had to be at least 120 degrees in that venue. People were literally passing out, and the ambulance was being called. And that was the fans. I had to wrestle. I was like 8th on the card, so the building was even hotter. And I wrestled like 20 minutes with Tim Thatcher. I certainly almost died. I don't know if he did, but it was absolutely horrible.
He was probably fine. That's the kind of guy he is.
Maybe. I wasn't.
Do it. Well, thanks, guys.
Yeah. Well, thanks for your call.
Thank you.
Peace
Yeah,
out.
New York sucks.
I hear
Yeah.
that.
New York sucks.
All right, and now our final guest. He is one of our mods who just recently got promoted almost entirely because we eliminated the previous position, but also based on merit. A little bit of
Nepotism.
Bones, your time is here.
Ah, Boner.
Bones.
Welcome to the Bone Zone.
John Jones.
I said I would get a promotion from doing nothing, and look what happened.
You did it.
Congrats.
Anyways, I am back from my vacation as well. Don't want to overthrow.
Where'd you go?
Monterey Bay and Santa Cruz.
Is that
In
California?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
California.
Shithole.
I just live here. That's why.
Yeah.
You vacation in your own state?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's actually nice and cold and cool and stuff in the Bay Area. When it's not San Francisco, though.
Shades of people in Massachusetts who vacation in
Going to the Cape. Yeah, what a stupid thing to do. Why would you go to the Cape? The beach sucks. The Cape beaches suck. The sand is rocks.
That's
all
not
right?
true. That's not true.
It is true.
One of the top beaches in the United States.
Yeah, it's because they're rich and they just paid for the spot.
East East Coast ocean sucks. West Coast ocean is way better.
West Coast Ocean is full of friggin' toxic sludge and mutant fish.
More than East Coast?
Yes.
More than East Coast?
Yes, more than East Coast. You guys still have nuclear fallout from World War II.
Northeast Coast is not as bad as West Coast.
Hiroshima has drifted over to California beaches.
God, oh my God, no.
No,
it's not Hiroshima.
That was only in Hawaii
Tsukuba
beaches.
or what- It's not. You
Anyways,
cited the wrong nuclear incident.
Anyways, I was gonna say I got your gifts, Jibo. I was gonna send them tomorrow.
Yeah, send them to the WWE Performance Center. If you have any gifts for me or any of my friends, make sure you send it to the WWE Performance Center. I'll make sure they
Let's
get
annoy
it.
them all there, yeah.
Yeah, and
Make
send
them
it.
all upset.
Yeah, but don't send Jibo because they won't know who that is.
Oh yeah. So, anyways, while I was in Monterey Bay, I went to the aquarium, and they have a wonderful aquarium there. Probably one
Ooh.
of the better ones.
Probably not as good as the New England Aquarium, but go off, King.
Maybe. yeah, probably. I haven't been to that one, but this one didn't have like whales and stuff.
It's bomb. We got penguins.
We have penguins and otters.
Okay.
And we also just recently added a tentacle exhibit.
I like
a tentacle exhibit.
Yes.
What did you?
It's all of the I forgot what they're called, but that's literally what it's called. It's called like the tentacle area. It shows all like the octopus, squids.
Wait. You really forgot what it's called on this podcast?
Did they workshop the name
Cephalopods,
before
I'm sorry.
submitting it?
I'm really tired. It's the second stream I'm on today.
Wow. Okay. I guess we'll go F myself.
Yeah. I mean, I probably would have been on your first if it was earlier. That's all.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's only like 4 o'clock in California. You stinky coaster. You stinky West Coaster.
8:30, you dumb East Coaster.
I don't care. The only time I recognize is East. What's your question, boner?
Anyways, before I tell you the question, someone told me to promote twitch.tv/TheJamesAllen because that was the stream I was on earlier today.
How dare you?
Anyways, so at the aquarium, I was thinking of all the great exhibits I like, and I was wondering, when you're at like a museum or aquarium store, what exhibits do you like?
I like aquariums.
Oh.
So, like what parts? That's like exactly. Like what part would you go there the most for?
Kind of like the any of like the deep sea exhibits. You get some real like freaky fish.
They're adding a new deep sea exhibit at Monterey Bay.
Oh wow. Maybe I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
You don't even need to go in the deep sea to find a mutant fish in California.
You meet up in East Coast.
Yeah, you can find it. You can just scoop it right off the surface.
You guys got some Simpson three-eyed fishes over there.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
We've got delicious.
Especially in
We've got
Florida.
delicious lobster.
Florida especially has
No,
those
Florida.
freak fish.
I don't claim Florida. Okay,
Mutated freak
Florida
fishes.
doesn't belong to anywhere in America.
No.
So yeah, what exhibits do you like to go to?
Dijak?
What?
Do you have any exhibits that you like to go to at an aquarium
/ museum?
/ museum?
I like SeaWorld in Orlando, and I like going through the little shark tunnel, and I like eating at the
Oh yeah,
underwater restaurant.
anything with a surrounding fish tank.
Those
Yes.
are awesome.
I like the little penguin habitat. That's fun.
Yeah, I like the penguin
I like all those
habitat.
things. SeaWorld is awesome. It's one of the few things I miss about Orlando.
No, I don't think. I think SeaWorld is like better now.
That's actually good to hear.
They got like canceled into being better. Like it was actually a rare case of cancellation working.
Yeah.
Force themselves to have uncanceling.
Yeah.
Weren't they like mean to animals or something at some point?
Yeah, I don't think they were very good to their.
Wasn't it
their
especially
whales.
Shamu or something like that?
Yeah, but they don't have whales anymore, right?
Yeah, they got rid of whales.
Yeah. Whale weren't meant to be in cages.
Can't capture them.
Free
Should
Willy.
I went on like I've been on like their backstage thing like a couple times, and they can't stop talking about how much money they like donate to
That's awesome.
saving everything. And
Yeah,
I
how
don't know
much
if they're
how
lying
much
or
have
not,
you, how much have you raised to save anything, Bones?
Johnny
Hey,
Bones.
I did put $5 into a donation bin.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Johnny Goody Two Shoes.
They wouldn't let you buy anything at the store unless it was on card. I didn't have my card on me.
You ever go to a museum and buy like rocks out of the gift store?
Ew.
If it's like the geodes are
I-
awesome.
I did that.
What? Huh? Who?
Geodes?
I might have bought just like rocks at like the Museum of Science.
I got my
It's
kids a
small
sack of
kid.
rocks. Yeah.
Kick rocks.
Did
shiny
Jelly
rocks.
Does Jelly not know what a geode is?
Yeah, it's like a geodude.
I don't think it was just the
Oh,
geodes though. I think they had like actual just rocks at
Yeah.
like the Museum of Science.
Yeah,
gift
I'm
store.
talking
Yeah.
about a sack of rocks.
Oh, those, yeah.
You want sacks?
Yeah.
So would they also have like the fool's gold as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those.
Yeah.
I didn't need to buy fool's gold because we could in the good old Northeast you can find that out in the woods.
We can find out here in the West Coast, rivers.
No, you can find real gold there
You could
because
find
you guys
real gold here.
because you guys are filthy and disgusting.
Excuse me?
And I hate you.
Most of California's history is based on finding gold.
Yeah, you're like a prospector. You're like, yee, there's gold in these mountains. Yee, yee. That's you.
Oh,
That's you. You're tacky.
I'm tacky.
Kick him, coach. Kick him, coach.
You know he can come back.
California sucks.
More than Florida and the East Coast.
West Coast sucks. No, no, you made him a mod. No, he's equal power to you. I need to shut down the stream. Everybody say G bye bye. The stream's over, right? That's everybody.
G bye bye. It's now time. All right. I'll save some of these clips for Sunday. Make sure Sunday check out Under the Surface with Jibo and whoever else shows up and pays money.
Yes. Also, next week, I'll announce it now. We're going to be watching Johnny LaQuasto's comedy special on the Roku. And Johnny's going to join me. So we're going to do a watch along. It's going to be like a freaking director's cut. We got the exclusive. So get excited for that.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Yeah, thank you, coach. You're late.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.